Dear man. Him so handsome. Him so handsome. Him so handsome. Y'all gotta go get groomed tomorrow. Oh Lord. I see one person. Stop before you get it. Stop before you get it. You want all of the love and all of the attention. You don't want your brothers and your sisters and your mama to have no love and attention. You know, I don't get down like that. Now you better behave yourself. Do you understand me? I'm almost scared to take him to the groomer the way that groomer was beating the hell out of them dogs uh, in Memphis. Now I'm scared to take them to the groomer. They probably need a whooping, but I don't want nobody else to whoop them. Hey, Shantastic, the Black Barbie, Diane. How you guys doing today? Y'all, I wasn't going to come on. Like, I was going to do a pre-recorded video. Get on now. I'm not, look, go on. I was going to do a pre-recorded video. Yeah, I fight about my dog. I'm telling you, a knockdown, drawn out. What? Long, perpetual. Okay? But I didn't feel like doing. I was gonna do a pre-recorded video. I probably should have, but I have like 3 different topics. I should have chopped them up anyways. Hey, Ronald Graves. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Shantastic. Hey, Lorenzo. Casey. Temperature to see. Yes, that's what I'm getting ready to talk about, Lorenzo. That's what I'm getting ready to talk about. That I'm gonna play that also. Hey, Kimberly, the Black Barbie. Yo, what's going on? Miss Tequila Lolita, Marlon. Just waiting for more people. I had cow tonight, but it had. You had roast beef. Once, look, hey, David. Hey, Miss Nunu. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Once I cook all of that meat in my freezer, I'm just gonna do fish and shrimp. Lord, I be needing some chicken. I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting some chicken. Like I got a whole lot of wings in there because they were on sale. If I don't grill wings, I have to fry them. Sometimes I don't feel like frying that grill up. I think it's disrespectful to bake chicken wings. I like to bake other types of chicken, but I think it's disrespectful to bake the wings. I have to put them. I have to put those wings in some hot grease. I ain't gonna lie. I have to fry them up in some grease. They too expensive. I need to eat them the way I want to eat them. Oh Lord, Teresa. You know what? I thought about that too. I said the fish. I bet the fish be hating to die. I know they do, but Jesus fed he fed the people sis with fish. That's how I make logic of it. Lord, I'm the poor fish. I know they be so scared when they get ready to chop their neck off. They be alive and they just chop. Ooh, oh Jesus! I don't want to talk about it because then I won't eat no fish. Hey Lorenzo. Just thank you, Mildred. We normally wait 5 minutes for everybody to come in, and then we get going. Hey, Joy Loves God. I hope I didn't miss nobody. Miss Paula Hall. How is everybody doing? Like I said, we normally wait 5 minutes and let everybody come into the room. Y'all, I'm tired today. When I tell y'all, I've been work. I always work hard. I left the office late because I was out today trying to find some witnesses for something. and so that I could interview him. And then as soon as I get back to the office, it always happened. My office phone rings. I said, "Oh Lord." I looked at the clock and it was like 4:29. I said, "Oh Lord. I know this right here is a witness." I had to, but you know, hey, you have to get it while you can, okay? Because they hard to get. I sat right on there and took my statement. I would work late. I was already tired, of course. But it was 4:29. I was still on the clock. If I had been there, it was 4:35. 4:50. I was going to sit right there and take that statement. Lorenzo says, "You are the MVP because you allow your supporters express their opinion as long as it's not disrespectful to your channel." Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate that so much. Okay, you guys, I wanted to talk about Hernandez Govan's Juror. I hope I said that right. Juror, one of the foremen, spoke out about why they found him not guilty and all of that, and the conditions of them being locked in and all of that. Okay, he spoke about that. And then I also want to talk about, it seems like Govan and Kenny Money is into it. And then I added, I want to talk about CEO Gizzle because it looks like my little son, y'all know I be calling CEO Gizzle, my little son has got an indictment. I kind of want to talk about that too. I don't think it's not a federal indictment. I don't believe it's not a federal indictment. So, but anyways, the juror has talked about one of the foremen spoke about why they acquitted him, and he's on different stations. I was looking at another station. Let's see, News Channel 3. I believe Channel 5 had who is that? I think it's Channel 5. Channel 5. It was a little bit more detailed. I'm trying to pull it up. I think it was Channel 5. Okay, that's Channel 3. I think I pulled up Channel 5. I think that's what it was. Let's see. Okay, so it was Channel 3. It was Channel 3. Hold on. Lord have mercy. I tell you. I'm gonna open up the lines after I finished talking to give you all the floor to call in and speak your mind and all of that good stuff. Okay.
The man once accused of orchestrating the deadly attack on rapper Young Dolph started and ended last week. 12 jurors acquitted Govan on all charges. The foreperson of that jury sat down with WREG's Dorita Patterson for an exclusive interview on how the verdict was reached.
2 words read aloud by the judge last week.
Not guilty.
Meant Hernandez Govan was walking out a free man after beating charges of conspiracy and first-degree murder in the shooting death of rapper Young Dolph. For the first time, the foreman of the 12-member jury says it is because of 2 words that decision to acquit was made.
Purely circumstantial.
Reasonable doubt, he went on to say, created when the defense began poking holes in the prosecution's case. Something the foreman noticed, he told us, was District Attorney Steve Mulroy as he popped in during the trial.
He knew right then and there, if that's the state's case, this isn't going well. And then he quickly exited after Mr. Aurora was shredding Mr. Smith on the stand.
It is that witness, Cornelius Smith, along with his girlfriend, Angela Arnold, who the foreman says were hardest to believe.
After Smith and Arnold testified, the state's Best case scenario was a hung jury.
There wasn't just a feeling of untruthfulness, the juror told us, but a lack of proof.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. Why did you not get the video evidence?
Walking us through those final moments inside the small deliberation room where the big decision was reached.
We all were kind of on the same page except for one person. That person felt conflicted about the definition of conspiracy.
Eventually, all of the jurors came to the same conclusion.
There were tears afterward, and the judge even said, like, this is a big thing.
Meaning Lady Justice would not be leaning in favor of young Dolph's family.
I'm sorry for what we had to do, but that wasn't our choice.
In the end, it was a clear choice, he told us, as Hernandez Govan would walk out cleared of all charges. Reporting for your news leader, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And the foreperson told us the reason he did not want to reveal his identity is because there has been a feeling of uneasiness following that verdict.
I think we can all.
You know what? I think Steve Mulroy, he spoke about Steve Mulroy. A lot of people, and he sounds like he's a white guy. A lot of people don't like Steve. Okay. And he said, now he paying attention to how Steve got up and walked out, was sitting in the courtroom and got up and walked out. Well, they should have prepared Cornelius, right? Most of the time, the state will prepare their witnesses. That didn't happen. Steve Mulroy is not likable. Okay. Memphis Police Department is not likable. They talk about video. What if the cameras were not working? Because oftentimes the cameras don't work at these locations. And sometimes the owners will make sure their cameras are not working because of all types of transactions that go on. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be called to court. They'll just say the cameras don't work. But at least if they had gone and they would have been able to say, we went there, the cameras were broken. Okay. But being that people are just not in favor of the police and they're not in favor of the DA, not to mention the prosecutors, the two prosecutors that was there was choppy. Okay. They was definitely choppy. No experience. I don't think they should have been on that case at all. Okay. Steve Mulroy, should be ashamed of himself. Hey, that's why Hernandez Govan was let off. A hung jury would have been better. At least they could have strengthened their case, put Hagerman on the case and retried the case. But I think they're uneasy about it because I believe that they felt that he did do this, but they want to. I just think they want to show them because the Memphis Police Department did a piss poor job. They didn't like Steve Mulroy because I don't know why the hell he mentioned that. What Steve Mulroy getting up, walking out have to do with tea in China? Okay. With the cost of tea in China. But, nobody likes Steve Mulroy. Okay. So they allowed that, they're hurting. I believe that they feel a certain way because they believe that he probably is guilty, but they let him go to prove a point to the state and the police department. Okay. That's what I hear. Okay. That's what I hear. Hey, and it's unfortunate for young Dolph's family. I almost welled up, when I thought about that, because just listening to him, I believe that they felt like he at least conspired, but they decided, looking at Steve Mulroy, looking at how unprepared the prosecutor was, don't like the Memphis Police Department, we're going to show them. Hey, it's unfortunate, That's so true. Just because they don't trust the justice system is so sad. Govan got away. Says Monroe should have right, so that they could have argued why a lot of that evidence and stuff shouldn't have been suppressed. Witnesses and all of that they may have wanted to bring in that the defense fought against them bringing in. So, hey, listen, somebody was saying that they believe because Govan was acquitted that Straight Drop would have the opportunity to appeal. Straight Drop's appeal was denied in January. There is a preponderance of evidence against Straight Drop. There is so much evidence against Straight Drop that it is ridiculous. All types of what's going to be what I don't think so. Okay. Hey. Sometimes, it's been 4 years. People, Manny is an intimidating person, because he set up and lied and told Cornelius' girlfriend, "I remember I came to your house," and she timidly said, "I don't remember that." Instead of saying, "What are you talking about? Why would you lie? You know you never been to my house." That would have stopped some of them lies, even if the prosecutors had did that. But they didn't. They just sat there like Beavis and Butthead. Bless their little hearts. Said Monroe knew exactly. Yeah, some people are saying that they believe that he put those prosecutors on that case because he knew that they would be weak. Hey, listen, a lot of people saying that, Diane, that he put those weak prosecutors on the case to because he knew that they would be weak and Manny would whoop them raggedy. Rose Slippin says all these young men who were involved was manipulated and promised false dreams and money. That is so true. That is so true. And I think Mojo says Monroe doing his Rock Nation job. Jook got away, but karma caught up with him. Govan got away, but he better know what he's doing, chasing this money. Yeah, it was a lot of young men manipulated, and it seems to me that Cornelius want to put some more stuff out into the atmosphere. It's a lot of unsolved cases out there that I'm sure that Straight Drop and some of the others may want to solve. Okay. My spirit just kind of tells me that. I don't know why, but I just be feeling that in my spirit. Okay. I feel like there's some unsolved cases that some of these young men out here might want to get solved. That's what the Holy Ghost told me. Okay. So you never know how this stuff is going to end. Tequila says Cornelius was very credible to me. Yeah, he was. He was. If they feel like Cornelius is not credible, well, he shouldn't. They need to let him walk because he said he was one of the shooters. I mean, so should we believe that? If we're not going to believe anything else, he put himself there, and you have to think about, out of all people, why would he want to blame Hernandez Govan? That's a question. That's something that the prosecutors never brought up or made Manny answer. Why would Cornelius want to blame, out of all people, Hernandez Govan? The prosecutor should have brought that up. Out of all the people in Orange Mound, why would he want to blame him? But Manny didn't try and explain it because the prosecutors were too incompetent to raise that question. Okay. Y'all done got the phone going already, child. I ain't even opened the lines up, but I know that's the phone. I'm gonna answer it in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all make sure y'all raise the likes up. Okay, raise the likes up. Raise the likes up. Let's see. Y'all, we only got 74 likes. Y'all, please run the likes up for me. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been hearing people say. I've been hearing people saying, people been sending me messages and stuff, and they feel like, you know, some people said they feel like Hernandez Govan is telling like who is responsible in his own little way. Who the hell? Hold on, y'all. This right here ain't number the. Somebody ring the phone already. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Melissa. Hey, listen. Yeah, I wanted to ask you something. I want to ask you something, but I'm on live right now, so I'm gonna ask you when I get off. You hear me? Okay, I'm gonna call you when I get off live. Okay. Okay. Some people are saying that they feel like Hernandez Govan, and he definitely is. Even my mama said it. And my mama normally is really, you know, mom about a whole lot of stuff. She said, well, you know that boy, I was listening to him and he telling her, he done told on Gotti. He said basically Gotti them did it. I said, and there's a lot of people saying that. Thank you, Mojo, for the $5 super sticker. Everybody run them likes up. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that so much. So, I mean, that is one thing that he's doing. Deborah says, and we know he did it. I just don't understand how they knew for a fact he was guilty yet didn't do anything to try to actually win the case. They didn't try anything to fight. The prosecution didn't fight. The prosecution didn't fight. Manny was in there fighting. He did what he was supposed to do. There were no rebuttals. They didn't fight back. They just passively just sat there. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. I don't really know what the prosecution thought was going to happen, but based on what they did, you know, and here's the thing. They want to talk about Cornelius. The prosecutors didn't go behind when Manny made him look like a liar. The prosecutors did not do any research to go back and say, no, Mr. Smith was telling the truth. This is what he said here. No, Mr. Smith is telling the truth. Mr. Aurora wants to make you think that Mr. Smith is a liar. They didn't do that. So, I mean, there were no objections, nothing. You know, Manny just made the man look like a liar and chopped him up. Mulroy don't know anything about a trial, being a trial lawyer, because he's never been one. Okay, he's never practiced. So, I mean, what could he tell him? There's no reason why those women should have been in that courtroom with on a case this big, okay, without a veteran attorney sitting next to them. And it's more than there are more attorneys that are veterans than Hagerman. But Hagerman would be the one that was more familiar with the case, you know? So I don't really know what he thought, you know? Maybe he got up and he walked out, he ran out because he knew. Okay, well, he doing his job or something. I don't know. When he started chopping Cornelius up, you don't, hey, Japan. So I don't know what to but I think that it's a sad thing when you hear him say that he's uneasy about the verdict. Okay. They had a disdain for the prosecution and the police. That's what that was. Yep, a disdain for the prosecution and the police. So, I really hate this for Young Dolph's family. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Also, I wanted to talk about Govan he sent a message to Kenny Money. Now we saw where Kenny Money hey Alabama hitter. We saw where Kenny Money had said something about Govan early on about the verdict. Kenny Money gave his opinion of the verdict. And let me see. Let me go to Kenny Money's page. Hold on, you all. Is this it? Okay, here it is right here. Hey, y'all stop now.
Don't ask me none of this shit, man. Listen, bro. Nah, man. Federal informants, man. Niggas do what they want to do, man. Fuck them do what they want to do, bro. What you expect, man? They gonna put a nigga. What you want that? What you think gonna happen? They gonna put him back on the street so they can go back to work, man. How you think they survive, man? How do you think a federal informant survive? How you think? Man, they live the best life. They drive Lambos. They do what the fuck they want to do, man. Child respect, bro. See, Mr. Adam, Mr.
Okay, now Kenny Money said that 4 days ago. Okay, he said that 4 days ago after the verdict, of course, he would feel a certain way because Young Dolph was his CEO, and so he said what he felt. Now, I remember Cornelia saying that there were rumors about Quit being some type of informant, but he said every time somebody said something, he would shoot at him. Okay. So, we loves Kenny Money Quit. So, if something happened to Kenny Money, we gonna know you did it. Okay. So I would hope that you wouldn't send anybody to try to do anything to Kenny Money. But I think it was based on that statement, okay, that Quit actually said. Quit made this statement on his page. He says that, let me pull up what he said. Okay. Y'all been just sending me stuff. Shout out to M. Rose. Y'all been sending me stuff all day. Hold on. I be hating to show. Hold on. I be hating to show people's real names and stuff. Because I be getting. Let me see if I can save this. Quit might still have it on his page or something. He got so many pages. I don't really know. Hold on 1 second, you all. Oh, I think this is it right here. You all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button for me. I would appreciate that a lot. Let's see. I think this is it. Okay, here it is right here. For some reason, I can't add it. Okay, there it is right there. So Quit posted this, and he posted this maybe like yesterday or something. Hold on, I gotta go to another screen because I can't read that small writing. He said, Kenny Money, you a little boy to me. Put an address on your post. Hey. Put an address on your post next time. I still got the video when Teazey kicked your ass on the street. You want your fans to see it? I'm in Atlanta right now. Tell me where to come to. We can line it up on camera. I'll beat your little ass. Okay. So I guess he's mad at Kenny Money about that particular statement that Kenny Money made. And I don't know why he would be mad at him about that, but because of course, Young Dolph was Kenny Money's CEO. And of course, Kenny Money would feel a certain way if he feels that Quit is guilty. So, I mean, it's just crazy, you know, out here. And now, I know a lot of people say here he's going back and forth with people, but that situation with him and Nash, that was a play, if you ask me. I don't be more believe that than a man in the moon. Miss T, what can people from outside of Memphis express themselves? Miss T, express themselves. It's moving fast. I don't know how I lost it. Express themselves about how the DA dropped the ball. Call Brent Taylor. He would be the senator. Senator Brent Taylor. Senator Brent Taylor. He's the only person that can remove Steve. Lorenzo says, Govan walking around with a lot of bad energy, and now the jury should feel ashamed that this demon is evil. Govan been acting real COINTEL pro-ish, federal antagonizing, trying to set people. Victoria says, if he don't shut up while he on demon time. I can't understand why his somebody that was just acquitted, that was looking at life in prison, why is his energy like that? You know what I mean? You would think that he would be happy. He would be trying to go incognito. That's what I would have thought, but he's not doing that. So I don't know what to think. With Kenny Money, I think it's been a whole lot of people to say something. I think he did address what I said yesterday, as it relates to Zach Randolph. He says that Zach Randolph, he did say that Zach Randolph was not the NBA player that he was talking about. I know I had said that it had to have been me that he was talking to, because I was the one that had said that. I think I was the one that had said that. I don't know. I don't know. I think I was the only one that had said it, because I didn't hear anybody else say it. But he also addressed that. Let me pull that up. And Rose sent me that too. Yeah. And he was playing nightmares with Mozzie. I tell you. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to be yawning on here. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to do it like that. That was so ill-mannered. Here it is right here. I'm gonna read it. Now, I think he was talking to me on this one. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I still have to try to figure out how to pull this stuff up. I think this is it. Okay, now I got to go to another screen to be able to see it. Okay, he says, I don't do no explaining, but I'm going to fact check y'all for the first and last time. I wasn't talking about MacBo 50. I don't know who MacBo 50 is. When I did the Vlad TV interview, if you pay attention to my interview, I said well-respected NBA player from Memphis, Tennessee. Last time I checked, bro was from Indiana. I know him personally, but he wasn't even subliminally mentioned in the interview. If I want to say it, I'm going to say it. It's not his soul living besides the judge that can keep me from saying what the F I want to say. 100. Anyways, I believe he was talking to me. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about Penny Hardaway. I guess he was talking. Penny is a good guy. Penny is a good guy. If he was talking to me, whatever. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. I don't think Kenny Money has responded to what he said because he's directly gone at Kenny Money. I don't really know what he's trying to prove by going at a paper route artist. That's weird. You know, you was just accused of being involved in trying to take out paper route artists. What in the world? Quit must be and had a nervous breakdown or something. No, that's just evilness. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. Second, Anthony ain't had nothing to do with that. Really nice guy and never moved like that. Yeah. Penny is a really good guy. Really mild-mannered, good dude. So who is Zoe? I think he's talking about Zebo when he says MacBo. I think he's talking about Zebo. Tiffany says he's a crash out and want to take folks with him. I'm going to tell you what tripped me out. Manny Aurora sat up in that courtroom and called Stupid Duke a serial killer. He called Stupid Duke a serial killer. That was weird. How would Manny Aurora know anything about Stupid Duke, and what would make him put that into the atmosphere that Stupid Duke is a serial killer? That seemed to me to be defamation. They let that man go because Stupid Duke has not been convicted of anything. David Rogers says they let that man go so he can get killed. Well, I don't be wanting to see nobody get killed, but Deborah says, I think so too, because that's where they were saying Straight Drop was heading when he got picked up. That's allegedly. He was in Indiana. Wait till you hear what he said concerning Dolph. Oh, Lord Jesus. He done said something else? I don't know. Just from the interview that I saw, what I could see yesterday, just from what I can see, in that interview, I think that Govan has a disdain for Dolph. I don't think he liked Dolph. Okay, he said they didn't have any issues, but I don't think he liked him. Okay, he definitely had a disdain. Rather, it was, by third party type situation, because of his allegiance to Big Jook and CMG and Trula Mafia. Um, on my way back to ATMST, so we'll meet eventually. Okay. And so I think he don't. I think he don't. I definitely think he had some type of disdain for Dolph. Now, I don't know if he had gone to Dolph about trying to sign straight drop. I don't know. I'm just saying. Um, we do know that it was out there in the atmosphere before we knew that Quet was his manager, that Straight Drop had wanted to sign with Paper Route Empire, or was supposed to, and Dolph decided not to sign him. Okay, now we know that Quet was his manager. Did that cause some issues? Okay, because there are some things that's not being said. I know Quet. I know he know now that what happened was not right, because even when he spoke about him, he looked down. That wasn't right about killing him, but we think about that now. Before we knew that Quet was his manager, there were the rumors out there that Straight Drop, he was hanging around Paper Route. Was Govan his manager at that time? Was Govan hanging around Paper Route somewhat? Yet was not in pictures because of his alliance with CMG. Okay. So just in him talking about him, he throws dirt out there. It seems to throw dirt out there, but all while at the same time, he's redirecting where the hit came from, and he's putting it back at Gotti. Because if you remember, his attorney, Manny, who knows none of these people, says Jook didn't have the money to pay for a hit. So I mean, it was all basically laid out there. So when people get to talking about Gotti didn't have anything to do with this, and that, I mean, Quet is laying it. His attorney laid it out there too. So everybody knows Straight can't rap a present. Better yet, the Mike Gotti wasn't gonna sign him, nor Dolph. Yeah. Straight Drop was good with Lock, right? Those charges got him kicked to the gutter. Straight couldn't rap. Rose Pippin says, I was watching a minister who stated in his teaching, disdain turned to jealousy and then to envy. And I think that's what it had a lot to do with. It had a lot to do with envy. I think that Quet did want to start looking at he wanted to get into the industry. I think he wanted to get out of the street and into the industry. And however, whatever was presented for them to be able to do that, that was a contract with the devil. They should have went about it another way. They just should have went about it another way. Taking a man's life, a famous rapper, that was doing things for the community. They talk about the turkeys, but Dolph was over there giving what Gotti got Glorilla doing now, which is mimicking everything that Dolph was doing. Dolph was giving money to the Cancer Research Center because so many people in his family has succumbed to cancer. You had Aunt Rita, you had his grandmother, you had his daddy's brother, you have his dad who is now here and is doing better, is in remission. All of these people have suffered from cancer, right? So so he was given to the Cancer Institute. You hear the guys in Castelia, especially like Wu and them, said when he come around how he would give them money. We see when he on camera how he would be giving the kids out money. Diane was telling me about how she was listening to a young man say Dolph pulled up on him one day and was giving out money until all of the money, everybody out there, until all of the money was gone. You know, that is a philanthropy. We won't try and minimize what he did, because some people take on that attitude. Well, you know, I ain't got to get nobody back nothing. And listen, I ain't got no issues with Gotti being selfish. But I don't think he wouldn't have, you know, but the people that supported him could have took on that attitude, but they didn't. They decided to support him. You know, people didn't have to support him, but they did support him, right? And because they did support him, he was able to obtain some type of wealth, right? They didn't take on the attitude that he has now taken on. But if you're not going to give back to the community, you could take your ass on somewhere. Get the hell on. Don't send destruction back to the community. I think it's a damn shame that they send all of this destruction back to their very own community, and they know how they struggled coming up in these communities. They know that it was not all hunky-dory and how they had to get it out the mud and all of that. So why would you send destruction back to your very own community in front of your very own doorstep? And as a result, you got, at this point, you got two young men in jail that ain't never gonna get out. Okay, that's never gonna get out. Okay, Cornelius might at some point get out, because you know, you never know what's gonna go on there, because like I said, it's a lot of unsolved murders and stuff out there. So, you know, some of these folks might want to get to letting the Lord use them. Okay, and the police might want to do a better job this time about going and, you know, getting what they need before they. But I mean, here's the thing: you can go and get what you need for a damn case and take it before a grand jury. But if you got some piss poor prosecutors, you get a skilled attorney that is crafty and has built their career off of making people emotional, a jury emotional, and poking holes in the truth. I don't care how much evidence you get. You might as well not do a damn thing, okay? If you don't know how to present it, okay, to a jury. So, but hopefully, you know, I listen, when whatever happens, if you know, if it's gonna be some more stuff to happen, this right here will teach them to tighten up everything, okay? Because I just believe it's gonna be some unsolved cases solved. Nah, he was in on it. Govan isn't informing. I don't know. Hey, I hear people say that. Child, I don't know. Deborah P says the city rode with Dolph for real, for real. He didn't bring it on himself. What the F? What man can handle a rap lyric and feel they gotta get him out of here? It was Miss Deborah. It was more jealousy. It was more jealousy. You think about it. Yo Gotti and them had been into it with other people. You know, when they was into it with Boo Dirty. Okay, they felt like Boo Dirty did not have the potential to surpass them, so they kind of laughed at Boo Dirty and them. I think it was some shots fired there. You know, but they still wasn't actively, consistently trying to get Boo Dirty out the way. He was into it with 3-6 Mafia. I mean, there's a whole lot of people that don't care for Gotti. Okay. That he had been into it with. You didn't see him consistently trying to kill them. So it has a lot to do with jealousy. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. And what he thought was going to happen is still not happening. Say what you want, but I bet you Amy Wyrick would have got, yeah, I believe Amy would have got a conviction. Because she wouldn't have had, she would not have allowed no rookie prosecutors to handle a case this big. You don't take the prosecutor who is familiar with this whole situation off. Not unless you're trying to throw the case. It's just so petty and immature and childish. Thank you, James. Sister Justice for Dolph. What's my email? It's realtalkwithtamara@gmail.com. It's realtalkwithtamara@gmail.com. James says justice for Dolph and the Thornton family. Yeah. Y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm getting ready to. I wanted to talk about CEO Gizzle. Also, I'm gonna talk about him for a few minutes. I see, CEO Gizzle was a Young Mob member, and from what I can see, we know Kenny Money was affiliated with Young Mob, and what I can see, Young Mob was building like they were rappers. Okay, I don't know anything about them being like them being criminals or anything like that. All I know is that they seem to have been building a lot of momentum as far as having rappers that was consistently going up, BEO Kenny and all of them. And it was just weird to me because we know Stupid Duke, who is a rapper. It was just weird to me for Manny to call Stupid Duke a serial killer. Okay, I don't know where that man get that from. Gotti got his boys brainwashed so much so they would kill again without him saying anything. These boys are sick. They are definitely sick, Japan. I agree. And that's why they gotta get off of the street. That's why I ain't mad about Govan letting it redirecting the blame to who it's supposed to be directed to. Okay. And I don't see him blaming just Jook, as everybody wants to say, it's Jook. Govan ain't said it was just Jook. Seemed like to me, he directing it at who it's supposed to be directed at, and that's at Yo Gotti and Jook. Okay, but Yo Gotti too. He ain't leaving him out. Deborah P says, has anything more come out about C Money not trying to change the subject? No, I haven't heard anything else about C Money. I haven't heard anything else about C Money. I know that C Money's grandfather used to be over the Memphis Police Union. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Somebody's sending me some messages. Let me see. My people be sending me messages all while I'm on, unless sometimes they be coming through late or something. Hold on, you all. Let me see. Let me show you all this. Y'all, jealousy is my city got to do better. Yeah, it's very disheartening to hear how people talking about what's going on in Memphis. Okay.
Some drama happened the other day. I heard they got your whip and took a bunch of money from you.
It wasn't no money. I was in a restaurant. They broke in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like typical bullshit.
Are you pissed though? Like, do you want it all back?
I really don't give a damn about that shit. Like, I'm too blessed and highly favored. You know what I mean? It's like shit like that. People like that. It's like all of us put together. That's what make the world go around. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a part of you that wants like these people to get caught? And
shit, it's like this. It's like once you do shit, you gotta be able to stand on it, and whatever the consequences is behind that, you got to be ready to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, like I'm straight. I'm in LA. I'm finna ready to go buy another car. I'm finna ready to go spend some more money on some jewelry. I'm finna go house shopping. You know what I mean? Like my kids good. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama good. Like everybody good. So
nothing that you can't even feel bad. It's just
I really don't give a damn about it.
Okay, they broke into his car, robbed him, and took his money and his jewelry and stuff. And he said he wasn't worried. He was ready to go buy his kids and his baby mama a house, and another car. And He said he don't get mad, he get paid. So I'm gonna use that slogan. I don't get mad, I get paid. Trump said he's going to send Trump said he's going to send the National Guard. Edward Potts says, Tamara, I see in the chat a week before the trial, nobody said they got any money from Govan twice, and people brushed it off. But I felt he was still guilty, and that was happened in the case. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. I'm getting ready to open up the lines for people to call in. Tell me what you all think about this. Tell me what y'all think about this situation. You know, about what the foreman said on the jury. And Govan being into it with Kenny Money, asking him to fight on camera. He's wanting to fight on camera. I don't know. It seemed like to me he more so clout chasing, you know, because he said he want to record it, you know, so that would bring a lot of views and stuff. So, I mean, it's like he's just clout chasing for money and popularity. Deborah said, I loved Dolph. That guy was so humble and knew that money will come back. Trump was asked about sending the guards here, and he said possibly. That was that main pout. Damn, really. Y'all, the lines are open. The number is 901-667-0119. I'm not going to be on long tonight. I'm going to be on for like another 30 minutes. But I definitely want to hear what you all got to say, because I'm tired. When I tell y'all I done worked hard today, I have worked hard today. It's some people been calling this phone. They started calling this 616. I ain't even been on an hour yet. You all can call in. The line is open. I want to hear what you all got to say about this situation. I know we talked about it a lot. Japan says Trump coming to Memphis and bringing the feds. He going to go get quit. Laugh out loud. And Gotti. Neo says it's always special to see black men have a given spirit for the black community when he could just be rich and greedy, right? Like most of them are, you know, rich and greedy, or wealthy and greedy. Because some of these ones that's claiming they rich really ain't rich. Hell. So Miss Tia, I missed the whole call. One person didn't want to go, so they all said not guilty. Yeah, the lines are open. I hope you bring them to Detroit too. Yeah, I think Govan needs to chill out. I really do. I think he should chill out. The foreman said one person caused everyone to say not guilty. How not a mistrial? The disdain for the DA and police. That's exactly what it was. They had a disdain for the police and Steve Mulroy, and they know that this was a big trial. Okay. And they wanted, I believe they said not guilty to teach the police and the DA a lesson so that the people, the masses, could be mad at the police and the district attorney even more. But that's a cold game to play, because if you listen to them, they feel like that he was a part of the conspiracy. Okay. So what did the foreman say? I'm going to play it again for those of you all that missed what the foreman said. Hold on, you move, little boy. Get on out the way somewhere. Go on. Go on. I got y'all too spoiled. You want to be all over me. Hold on, you all.
Well, it is a case that gripped the nation. The trial of Hernandez Govan, the man once accused of orchestrating the deadly attack on rapper Young Dolph, started and ended last week. 12 jurors acquitted Govan on all charges. The foreperson of that jury sat down with WREG's Dorita Patterson for an exclusive interview on how the verdict was reached.
2 words read aloud by the judge last week
Not guilty.
meant Hernandez Govan was walking out a free man after beating charges of conspiracy and first-degree murder in the shooting death of rapper Young Dolph. For the first time, the foreman of the 12-member jury says it is because of 2 words that decision to acquit was made.
Purely circumstantial.
Reasonable doubt, he went on to say, created when the defense began poking holes in the prosecution's case. Something the foreman noticed, he told us, was District Attorney Steve Mulroy as he popped in during the trial.
He knew right then and there, if that's the state's case, this isn't going well. And then he quickly exited after Mr. Aurora was shredding Mr. Smith on the stand.
It is that witness, Cornelius Smith, along with his girlfriend, Angela Arnold, who the foreman says were hardest to believe.
After Smith and Arnold testified, the state's best case scenario was a hung jury.
There wasn't just a feeling of untruthfulness, the juror told us, but a lack of proof.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. Why did you not get the video evidence?
Walking us through those final moments inside the small deliberation room where the big decision was reached.
We all were kind of on the same page except for one person. That person felt conflicted about the definition of conspiracy.
Eventually, all of the jurors came to the same conclusion.
There were tears afterward, and you know, the judge even said, like, this is a big thing.
Meaning Lady Justice would not be leaning in favor of Young Dolph's family.
I'm sorry for what we had to do, but that wasn't our choice.
In the end, it was a clear choice, he told us, as Hernandez Govan would walk out cleared of all charges. Reporting for your news leader, Dorita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And the foreperson told us the reason he did not want to reveal his identity is because there has been a feeling of uneasiness following that verdict.
I think we could all.
I tell you guys, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. So there you have it. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Emerald says at Cyprus you need to have Stanley watch his mouth calling folks disrespectful names before your page gets deleted. I don't know why you keep letting him disrespect women like that. Stanley over there disrespecting women? Who did he disrespect? Anyways. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you all hit the like button. Junebug says he thinks that one juror was bald. I tell you. Oh my God. Mm. I tell you. It seems like to me the veil is coming off of so much. I tell you. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Hold on, you all. Hey, this is Tamara. Hello?
How you doing?
No, I can't hear you.
I said, hey, Tam, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Who am I speaking with?
I'm speaking with Edward Potts.
Oh, hey, Mr. Potts. I didn't know you was from Bama.
Yeah, for sure. From Belton, Alabama. Where Gucci Man from.
Okay. So what's on your mind?
Well, I just called about some points in the case that, like, I feel Govan totally played a part, but I think he was overcharged in the situation, like, because, like, looking from the evidence they had, it seemed like Teazey really had masterminded a lot of the stuff and, like, put it in motion and made it start going. Like, we're letting them know that the studio was booked for a year. Let's meet here, let's do this. Like, he was, like, orchestrating the whole thing, like being the manager and was doing a lot of it. And for like, I feel like the money changed hands between Jook and Teazey, like somehow, and them two coming up unalive, kind of like tied up the loose string that was in the case, and like throughout Cornelius' first year, and I mean Cornelius' first testimony in the drop case, he was on the stand and he said when they got through with the hit and they was riding, Drop called Jook and he spelled in the phone Dolph like with his finger, and he said that's us. So there's like showing signs of immediate contact between Drop and Jook Hawkins. There's not showing that Drop called Govan to get the money. It's showing like Drop called Jook to get the money. And another thing is, it's just like he just basically showed like the inconsistency of how it was, but I feel Govan totally played a part, but they just kind of overcharged him in the case. Like, it was just like Cornelius had some inconsistencies with his odds and gifts and roundabouts, but I think he did his version of the story was true, and I don't think he was really lying, but he fabricated certain parts of his story, especially with the part about the shooting when Manny asked him to say, how many times have you shot a gun, or what, how often do you do this, or how many times you did? And he was acting like, no, I don't shoot no gun, I do this, but and then he said, well, I shot a guy in 2011, and I had to shoot out with paper route wood. and that thing went off. That's what he said. But he said, what about the time with your baby mama and you had a domestic violence and you pulled out a gun on her too? So he proved like an inconsistency in like his character, and he is a violent person. And I feel like Cornbread played, he really more than like what he portraying to be. Like he kind of downplaying himself, like he just a total appeal head and he just get high. But he really with the shit too though. Because he Govan announced him to Big Jook like, hey, there was Lil C that put in that work. Whoop the woo woo, like he a shooter, he'll do something. He had a background of the 2011. He shot a guy, he said out of his mouth in his testimony. And he was with, and when him and Drop jumped out the car, if you look at it, Khalid the one jumped out first, and he said, I shot through the glass. He ran up and did the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
He was real aggressive, and in the move. He older than Straight Drop, so somewhere in the play, like there's no way a 30-something-year-old in the car and a 20-something-year-old in the car. I know Straight Drop got prior stuff where he been shooting and doing stuff too, but that 30-year-old said something about how to do this or let's do this instead of him just being the flunky and the follower the whole while. Like he played some type of role of how to operate, how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to say that there was a few things I wanted to say, and I think they're so wonderful. I think you give us a place like a safe place to all come in, be family, and be respectful. And you know, I like the culture. I like what you're doing, and I support your movement.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you for being a subscriber too.
Always, but long live Flipper, man.
Long live Dolph. Thank you for calling in.
Of course.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Shout out to Bessemer. Did he say Bessemer, Alabama? How far is that from Birmingham? Because I'll be knowing like the main cities. Birmingham, Montgomery, Birmingham and Montgomery. But my favorite place down there though. I want to move down there to Gulf Shores around Orange Beach. I want to in Mobile. I know those three. What Bessemer is close to where? Montgomery. I like the housing market in Montgomery and Huntsville. Bessemer is like Cordova, so it's in Birmingham. Bessemer is like 10 minutes west of the Ham. Okay. Hey, this is Tamara. Okay, they hung up. It says, Deborah, exactly. He had a proffer. He told a lot, and he knows that. Besides, Cornbread said in the court that Jook even was nervous about quit being a rat, and that Straight Drop told him. See, I think that's another thing too. That may have thrown the jury off, because if he says that Jook was nervous about quit being a rat, the first thing the jury thought was, well, then why would he hire him? I think Cornelius shouldn't have, because Cornelius said he didn't know Jook. So why would he say that? Miss D, we having issues with getting you up. It's just spinning. The audacity for them to really flex disrespecting folks, knowing the case was thrown, gives them no right to act like children. Just because they intentionally didn't do their job doesn't mean we don't know he did the shit. He acting like that, and Govan talking like he's talking now is really saying a lot about them. Right. Right. Because it has it been a week yet? And, all of this stuff, is going on. Oh, okay, you're right, Kondo, where I was sleeping outside, and I'm done talking, Miss T. These haters made their last move, and no, I gotta act. Queen LY. So watch how godly these pitiful weak of vomit sound. City streets, what you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Y'all make sure y'all run the likes up. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is $ Real Talk with Tamara. I have a campaign going on if you want to donate to the channel. Right now, the lines are open. Okay. The lines are open 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. This is nothing cool about that. Celebrating on national television and social media was disrespectful. Miss D, something is going on with your internet because it was constantly spinning. We couldn't get you. And Rose says, he not guilty in court, but he guilty in the streets. And to the family and folks that knows exactly what he did. I don't need quit parlays. I have 3 sons that is good with sports betting. So far, every episode Vlad TV has posted is hot ass trash. That is telling lie. That rat is telling lie after he claims to be ignorant to who he knows and doesn't know, and is making the bullseye on the head justified. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. Yeah, Miss D trying to come up. That's what that spinning is. And Miss D, you there? Miss D.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hey, girl. Hey, Chad.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, Miss T?
What's up? Did you hear what the foreman said? Did you get the opportunity to listen to what the foreman said?
Yeah, they said that Cornelius' statement wasn't enough evidence. They didn't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
I had said that but you know what? That let me know if Cornelius probably wouldn't have been talking. They probably kind of sort of. I think everybody but Straight Drop probably could have beat the murder charge. To be honest, they had too much evidence on Straight Drop. But Cornelius told on himself.
Yeah, Cornelius told on himself. They had Cornelius' fingerprint, and I do believe blood. They had his DNA. He got shot. So he had the tail. They had everything on him too.
Oh, they had his blood. Oh yeah, from when he got shot in the car.
He got shot. So they had his DNA and stuff, and his fingerprint.
But if Govan, I mean, you know, I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I think Govan days are numbered. He doing too much talking and beefing over the internet.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
Yeah.
So when you hear him, hear that Vlad, I want to get your opinion on when you heard that Vlad interview. What did you get out of that?
Girl, the fact that he trying to put that man ought to be shot. First of all, he trying to act like Cornelia was the mastermind. Like Cornelia, everybody know Cornelia. Like that man said, he didn't even know Dolph. And then what he is doing, though, he implicating Yo Gotti. He talking too much. He's talking too much. He needs to stay his behind off the internet.
You could tell he's implicating Yo Gotti. I think he wants people to know.
I mean, because you got to think about when the man asked him something about what he said, Cornelius was like about the hit that Dolph had on Yo Gotti head. He was like, it was the other way around. So
that was definitely telling it.
Yeah, so he talking too much. Like his days are numbered. It's just a matter of time. And I feel like that stuff with him and Cedric Nash, I feel like that was a play. I don't feel like that really happened for real. I feel like all that is for promotion. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just he doing a lot of goofy stuff. This goofy. Everything he doing is goofy. He ain't doing nothing but making it hard on himself and making his days lesser. It's just a matter of time.
Thank you, Chef D. Lynn. She says, 20.0 Tam, you're doing a great job. Thanks for continuing to push justice for thought. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Chef D. Lynn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being a subscriber. Okay, Miss D, you can go ahead.
It's just a matter of time. I give him 90 days. He got 90 days.
What you think Yo Gotti thinking? What you think Yo Gotti thinking?
He need to shut up. What everybody else thinking? Like, man, please, dude, you sit up here implicate everybody in this. I mean, not everybody, but I mean, which in a point though, he telling the truth too. But at the end of the day, like, you know that man in his feelings, he's saying to himself, you need to stay off the internet. Like, you doing too much. He put that man all in there. That's what he doing. He talking too much. But you know, money is the root of all evil. But that money gonna cost him his life that he getting off these interviews.
Well, did you see the post that he made? He's mad at Kenny Money.
Oh, so he want to beef with somebody from Pre.
Mm-hmm. He told Kenny Money he said fight with Kenny Money because he mad. I think he's mad at. He's mad. I think he's referring to the post that Kenny Money made on the day that he was exonerated. You know, that he was found not guilty.
Out of all these people, I mean, shit, the whole internet talking about him. Everybody, the whole world talking about him. So why is he just picking and choosing who he want to go after? If he don't sit his ass down somewhere, like he need to go have several seats. Because what he's doing, he's making it bad for himself out here. He's a walking, I mean, girl, I'm telling you, he got 90 days top. That's how I feel, allegedly. I feel like he only got 90 good days out here. Girl, somebody gonna do something real nasty to him. He doing too much. Everything he doing is, he just doing too much. And then what get me, he was in the courtroom thanking God and doing all that. He need to go home to his autistic son. And now you out here all over the internet want to beef with everybody. Like, man, please, girl, 90 days.
I tell you.
Yeah, because it's like he picking and choosing who he want to be into it with. Hey, chat. How y'all doing?
Okay, I
But
got to
he
get my dogs together. You say it's like you think he's picking and choosing who he wants to be into it with?
got the whole world mad about the verdict almost. So why is he picking and choosing these little few people that he into it with? Why do he give a, why should he even care? Because he ought to knew that what was going to come behind this. He ain't doing nothing but making it hard for himself out here, girl. He, like I said, I feel like he got 90 days. 90 days. He may go 6 months, but he making it real bad for himself out here. If he know, like I know, he'll sit his behind down somewhere. Sit down.
I tell
Mm-hmm. I don't think he got one.
you. Is implicating people, and he knows the truth because his ass was involved. Who knows better than him?
Yeah, he was involved. A lot of stuff done came out. Like these boys done threw their life away. Straight drop them. But straight drop eventually was gonna end up in jail anyway. Though the more when I listened to the trial, straight drop was a real shooter. I didn't know he was involved in as much stuff as he was involved in. He really was a shooter. He was a real shooter. So he was eventually gonna end up in jail at some point anyway. Because when they shot at Paper Route Woo, that's all. I mean, they let that be known in court. And then this fool even left the bullet in the car with his DNA on it, his DNA all over the car. I mean, so like he really was with the, he really thought he was bigger than the program. He used to wake up in the morning time and just go look for people to kill. He really thought he was a hitman, I guess.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Or he wanted people to hire him to kill people that they was having issues with. And I you know, hey, I think when the opportunity came for them, he wanted that deal so bad. You know, this was right down his alley. Mm-hmm.
And then you heard what Quet said on the interview. Also, he was like, he was in the house trying to get straight drop a deal with Jook.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. He just as worse as Cornelius. So when you mention Snitch, make sure you mention his name too, because he just as worse as Cornelius. He ain't no different from Cornelius. He's doing too much talking over the internet. He think he bigger than the program too.
Yeah, but you know what? I think he wants for people to know exactly where the hit came from.
He done told them, which everybody already knew anyway, but he told them. He clearly done told the internet where the hit came from. But what was weird to me, how you been knowing Jook all these years? Because his mama talked to somebody. What he said, his mama talked to his uncle or somebody or something like that. But you never met Gotti. But you've been knowing Quet like 20 something years, but you never in your life met Gotti. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. Then it tickled me when he said, yeah, Cornelius came to me. Because see, what he doing is trying to do what Cornelius did to him. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cornelius snitched on him, so now he's trying to turn around and make it seem like Cornelius was planning, not like Cornelius was the one came to him about this stuff. And then really, if you think about it, he implicated himself in it when he said that. Mm-hmm. Girl, I wouldn't be on no internet saying nothing. I wouldn't care how much money involves. All money, not good money. That's what people gotta realize, man. All money is not good money. Like your mouth or write a check that your behind can't cash. All money not good money. I wouldn't be on the internet doing no talking.
Well, why you think he on? But why you think he on the internet talking?
He want the money. He money hungry. And I think he really doing what he said not to do. He's trying to let everybody know who really was the person that paid for this hit.
And
he want the money. He money hungry.
They said Vlad posted another not too long ago. I'm gonna pull that up. He done posted part 3. Vlad.
You know Vlad will flag you too.
Yeah, he will. So I guess I need to play it from my phone, don't I? I need to play it from my phone. Y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe.
I mean, you know, I just tell the truth. I give a man 90 days out here. And he doing too much.
Vlad gonna chop that up so bad. Let's see. 5 hours ago, Hernandez Govan defends Gotti and blames Young. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Vlad 4 hours ago.
Well, then November 15th.
Thank you, Keita, for the $5 super sticker.
2 days before the shooting, young Dolph comes back to Memphis to do a turkey drive, as he always does.
Miss D, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Leading up to the shooting, the prosecutor said that you were in communication with Straight Drop, with Cornelius, and Big Jook. Correct. But you guys were already talking about music stuff anyways.
Yeah, if any communication that I had with Justin was solely about music. I mean, of course I'm gonna have communications with him. I'm trying to get him signed.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, and that's dead on that.
Well, on November 17th, 2021, young Dolph goes to his favorite cookie shop, Makeda's Homemade Butter Cookies in Memphis. At that point, 2 men pull up in a white Mercedes and start to shoot at young Dolph. Young Dolph gets hit and dies after being shot about 20 times. Now, when this happens, you're actually in jail?
I wasn't.
You were not?
No, I've seen the report and heard that story that you're talking about, but no, I was not incarcerated at that time.
Okay, so you were out.
Yes, I was.
Now, Dolph is someone that you know and you had positive interactions with.
Correct.
Whatever Jook got going on with him is none of your business.
No, I'm not a rapper. I'm not CMG. I'm not an associate of CMG or anything like that. You know, that's grown man business. I don't get in other people's business.
Okay, so when you heard the news of Dolph getting shot in your city, what did you think?
What did I think? I mean, of course, I thought it was bad for the city. But, you know, when I got to hearing stuff and seeing stuff on social media, where it was being said that he could, you know, the potential suspects, you know, so that's what kind of raised my eyebrows up, so to speak.
Right, because on January 5th, 2022, Justin Johnson, a.k.a. Straight Drop, was listed as one of the suspects. A reward for $15,000 was put up for information. And now this news is out that this artist you're trying to sign to CMG is a suspect in the young Dolph murder. Now, you and Straight Drop, how long did you guys know each other?
I knew Justin, so I met Justin in probably 2000 and maybe 17, 16.
Okay. So you knew him about 6-7 years.
Yeah, correct. Yes, sir.
Did you know that he has a violent side like that?
Yeah, I knew he wasn't I knew that. Yeah, I never took him to be a killer or anything that would just harm an innocent person, though. You know, I try to avoid those type of people. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm the Pope myself or an angel myself, but you know, I don't associate myself with demons or animals and people that just have no heart whatsoever.
Well, along with straight drop, another suspect, 32-year-old Cornelia Smith, was listed as a suspect as well. This is now two guys that were at your house a couple months prior.
Yeah.
So when you heard that these two guys that you personally know are suspects in the murder of one of the biggest rappers ever in Memphis, did you think that it was mistaken identity? Did you think like, okay, this actually makes some sense?
Well, actually, I know you said it was, I think you said it was posted January 15th or whatever about Justin Straight Drop.
January 5th.
January 5th, he was a suspect. I knew the same day. It was all over social media. Yeah, moments after Dolph got killed. And so, you know, everyone in Memphis, Tennessee knew about the CMG paper route beat. So after I, you know, made the introduction, the music introduction or whatever, I got out the way. I was still doing what I do in the neighborhood, on the street, you know, as far as selling my marijuana and whatever, you know, my sports betting, whatever it is that I do. So I couldn't babysit the music situation. When I made the music introduction, I got out the way and I was still doing what I do. So when I heard that same day that Justin could be a suspect, you know, it was alarming because I knew he was in a space where it could possibly be true, you know. So yeah, it was alarming to me and concerning.
Well, there was also a passenger in the car, 27-year-old Shondell Barnett, who was, I guess, driving the car. He also got arrested. Did you know him?
He was driving what car?
Well, the car that I guess shot up young Dolph.
No, that's not true.
Oh, it's not true. It was a different car?
The only two people that was in the car, the white Mercedes, was Cornelius and Justin. Shondell Barnett was, I think, a cousin of Justin. He was caught with Justin in Indiana when Justin was on the run.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. He got charged with being an after-the-fact accessory.
Yes, sir. Never met him. Never. He could walk past me right now. I wouldn't know who he was.
Miss C?
Yes, ma'am.
What you think when you hear that?
Not only that, but the day before.
Yeah, listen. Even though I believe that he played a part, I ain't mad at him for pointing the finger at the others. Because, I mean, he pointed it right at CMG.
The man just need to stay off the dang on internet. He just need to stay off the internet. He just need to stay off the internet.
And he said he knew that he knew Straight Drop did it, so he basically just let it be known. I mean,
yeah,
that Straight Drop did do this. He said he knew Straight Drop did it the same day.
He talking too much. He knew he did it the same day because he was involved. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I'm reading the comments in the chat. The chat going crazy.
Let me read them. The man is crazy. I don't even know what he on the internet for.
Well, he won't. What he's trying to do is he's wanting for people to know that CMG did this, and he's pointing at that CMG was the one that got Straight Drop involved. I guess he's trying to say CMG got Straight Drop involved and not him.
Yeah, he better be glad they can't charge. I wonder what the jury feel about this.
I think the jury already knew that he was a part of the conspiracy, but they wanted to show the district attorney and the police. They wanted to teach them a lesson.
Teach them a lesson, right?
BMO says he don't know Shondell, but knows he's his cousin. Can't get them stories straight for nothing.
He says, I wouldn't know him. I wouldn't know him if he walked by me right now.
He says, and this is the way you do not treat somebody that you claim as a friend. That B is nobody's friend and not even his own. And Stanley better make sure that for the right price, he don't get oh Lord. Y'all hit the like button, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Pat B says
Stanley, if you in the chat, tell your brother to stay his behind off the internet. Cause baby, this money that he chasing. There's the money that it did you all over the internet trying to defend him. Girl, it's so much I can say, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I tell you, y'all call in. The line is still open. The line is still open. I was Miss D. I said I was gonna get off, and I was like, I'm gonna do 30 minutes, but since Miss D up here, because I was tired as I don't know what, I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. So y'all can call in.
Stanley need to tell his brother, since he want to be in the comments and stuff, since he done took up for him and done hated for his brother. Tell your brother to stay off the internet. How about that? Tell him that.
They say he would move, but he just let it be known. He said he knew Straight Drop did it. But it goes back now. It goes back to what I told y'all. Remember, I told y'all that one of the people that worked downtown that knew Straight Drop's mother, when first of all, the lines were backed up on Crime Stoppers the exact day that they did that to Dolph. And it was people were calling in, letting it be known that Straight Drop and CEO Bobby and all of them were involved. And remember, I told y'all when they put the video up, one of the women that worked downtown that has been friends with Straight Drop's mother forever, since they were in elementary school. She said when they saw that picture on when they first put out the suspects at the cookie shop, she said they started calling each other around Orange Mound saying, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? That's Justin and them. They knew exactly who it was. And she worked downtown.
That's sad.
Yeah, she said that they were saying, you've been knowing her the longest. You need to call her and check on her. And this lady is a deputy sheriff. She said they was like, you've been knowing her the longest, you need to call her and check on her. And she said everybody was saying, you call her and see how she doing. And this before anybody knew that she said they looked at that, and all of the people that had went to school together around the Orange Mound area where Straight Drop's mom was calling each other. And because they felt like she was the closest, they was like, call her and see how she's doing, and she said she called and was like, Leroy, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? She said, and she was like, I'm gonna call you back. And she said, I ain't heard from her. We talked every day, ain't heard from her from that day to this day.
And then not to mention how he was all over the internet bragging about it.
I say there was no way that he was gonna get away with it. There was no way he was gonna get away with it.
He one of the world's dumbest criminals. He one of the dumbest criminals I know. And then especially when he left the evidence when he shot at Paper Route wound, he left the bullet shell. How in the world do you leave the bullet shell? And the same bullet shell that was found in the car was the same one that they found on the scene too. How do you? Whew. But what's sad to me is how Govan them used that little young boy to crash out like that. That's what's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. And at the time, Cornelius was about 33 years old. He knew better, but
He knew better.
Drugs have thrown Cornelius off. You know how people can be on pills and stuff. They take their heavy, it eats away at their brain cells. Drugs have thrown him off. I think that's the reason why they was using him like that. They looked at him as being nothing, and they was gonna get him to do the shooting in case somebody got killed. It would have been him.
They looked at Cornelius as a pure junkie. Even the damn jury looked at him as a junkie because they didn't believe nothing he said.
It's funny that jury didn't believe nothing he said, but the jury before did.
But but I ain't gonna lie though, everything Cornelius said at the first trial matched up with everything all the camera footage, everything. He was telling it all. And I ain't gonna lie, Cornelius was telling the truth. I still to this day, I don't care what nobody say. I mean, if you got common sense, it ain't hard. I mean, it's not hard what they did to figure out. It all adds up. That man told the truth.
Yeah, he did. He told the truth. He probably got a few little things, got tripped up on a few little things, but for the most part, he told the truth.
He told the truth. He told exactly what happened. His truth is his truth.
When he said Cordelia's girlfriend said Bobby is involved, she probably did think that Bobby was involved. This was when it first happened. So she probably did. She getting secondhand information. She know he around all these people, over eavesdropping shit. So it's easy to say stuff like that.
Govan, if you listening, Stanley, if you listening, tell your brother to stay off the internet. He ain't gonna making a fool out himself.
Hey, Miss August. Hey, Chocolate. I didn't see you. Hey, Miss Michelle. Positive vibes. Gigi got the chopper. Lil Vegas. Y'all hit the like button. It's 406 of y'all up in here. Y'all out here deep, but y'all be out here deep every night. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all, the lines are open. If y'all want to call in, please call in. They said Govan got to pay Manny. I believe Manny already been paid.
Manny was paid before he hired him.
Yeah. Govan was showing the receipts like he paid $6,000 some just for their hotel.
And he did because he was the one got the money in the beginning. Because let me tell you how they played Cornelius. They was studying penny pinching him money. See, they really never had no plans on paying Cornelius. They was penny pinching Cornelius his money. Because let me tell you something, if you waiting on some money and you supposed to be quote unquote broke, how is you able to give somebody 500 here, 200 there? That's because they had the money the whole time. I think Govan paid straight drop. He gave straight drop some, but Cornelius, no, that's what made Cornelius tell. All they had to do was pay the man. Girl, all they had to do was pay the man. When he got off them drugs and sobered up and realized what was going on, that's what made him tell. Because he realized how they played him. All they had to do was pay that man. Govan allegedly, all of this is allegedly, Govan allegedly got the money. Govan got all the money anyway. Govan paid straight drop. Straight drop a shooter. He didn't want that smoke. So he paid straight drop. But they penny pinched to Cornelius because they never had no plans on paying Cornelius anyway. All them lawyers was paid in full. Man ain't went up there and did no pro bono case. Come on. No, he didn't do that. Pro bono, like, no. It tickles me.
How much you think they got? How much you think they got paid? You think they got paid that 1.5?
I mean, that's what they say.
Now that explains why it goes back to when I was told that when they arrested Teazey, when they went into Teazey house, Teazey had $350,000 in his house.
Mm-hmm. That's why Teazey behind got allegedly. I think that's why he got knocked off. Woo! They spent the block for Dolph, didn't they? Just like they gonna continue on spending the block for Dolph. Know that. So at the end of the day, it ain't hard. It makes sense. Like, cause how in the world is you able to keep pinching somebody money when you waiting for money? You're not gonna do that. They gave Cornelius was such a junkie. They felt like, okay, we could get him a little bit here, a little bit there. They played the world like Cornelius, and I know he sit in that cell every day and be like, damn. I mean, because just being honest, when you in jail, that's all you got. I've been there before. Just last year for 40 days. That's all you got time to do is think about stuff. So I know that's all he doing. Like every day that man wake up and be like, he think about that. He think about how they played him every day. And it's sad. It's sad. He was the little fall guy. Straight Drop got paid because you got to think about it. Straight Drop went on the run. It costs to go on the run.
Mm-hmm.
He had
his money in his. You heard you heard Cornelius say Straight Drop. Yeah, Straight Drop was leaving town with his money.
With his money. He said, there he go right there with his money. Coming out the elevator. He said, there he go.
And what he don't understand, Straight Drop got paid way more than $40,000.
Oh yeah, they lawyers was that. That's why I feel like it was probably 1.5 million. It probably was. They lawyers was the. You heard what they said. It went from 1.5 million to what? 500 to $1 million. Wait, 1.5 million to $1 million. I think the 500,000 then all the way down to 100,000.
Well, then you know what? That means that the main person that they talked to, they got that 1.5, but when it started getting to the little peons, the shooters, it dwindled all the way down. They was just gonna penny pinch them.
Yeah, they penny Straight Drop most definitely. Like I said, Govan didn't want them problems. Govan didn't want them problems with Straight Drop because he know Straight Drop was a real shooter. It gotta make it make sense now. He didn't want no problems, so he paid him. But in the back of their head, they were like, shit. F. Cornelius, he a junkie anyway. And then really what's sad is Cornelius wasn't gonna do nothing but go buy pills with the money. He was gonna mess it up to my buying a house. What can you buy? By the time you supposed to pay Govan his 10, you weren't gonna have but 40. What house is you going to buy 40,000? Remember, he told the baby mama he was gonna buy her a house.
Girl. That's when you know somebody is on drugs. You can't even buy a shack for 40.
That's what I'm saying. And then too, like I said, it costs to go on the run. Straight Drop was on the run. You know what I mean? Then he was doing video while he was on the run. Then in the video, not unless it was prop money, he had plenty of money in the video. Straight Drop got paid. They lawyers alone was $100,000. That's why I feel like they probably did get the 1 point. It probably was like 1.5 million, quote unquote, allegedly what Govan got paid because he did it. He was involved. I don't care, guilty, whatever, not guilty, whatever, but he was involved. I do feel like that he got the 1.5 million. I feel like Govan got the 1.5 million. He probably gave Straight probably about 100,000. And they just gave Cornelius, they just penny pinch with him because man, it costs to go on the run. You can't go on the run for free. You got to put gas in the car. You got to pay for the rental cars. You got to pay for the motel rooms. Shit. You mess around, that'll be done cost you some bands alone right there.
Mm-hmm. What happened? She said yes at the I caught that. What happened? Michelle, what happened?
What troll in the chat?
Because I don't even see Althea in here.
But
Yeah,
yeah, the
make
case
sure I hit the like button.
the case is real simple. Like the whole thing was simple. It ain't people trying to put all these other people in. It is what it is. Court just like he did tell the truth when he said Cornelius. Boy, I tell you, boy, what these people call friends, I sure don't want no enemies. He don't went up there and told Straight Drop and Cornelius was the ones in the car. Like, but you said you were trying to get Straight Drop. I would feel like you were. I would feel like you really was Straight Drop friend because you were trying to get Straight Drop a deal. But you won't let. I mean, girls, see, like, man, like I said, with these folks out here call friends, I don't want no enemies.
I know that's right. Y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe.
I wonder how much money. I wonder is he putting money on Straight Drop books. I know we ain't gonna put nothing on Cornelius book, but I wonder have he put any money on Straight Drop books.
Probably not.
And then you got to think about
Straight Drop because I don't think Straight Drop was messing with Quit.
You think they had them fell out?
Yeah, because remember Cornelius said in the first trial that Straight Drop said to tell on Quit and Jook because they ain't messing with us and let me go free. You
and then he
say it was Quit and Jook.
And then he still was trying to penny pinch the man when he was locked up. He told him he'd get 7,000 if he did that. So that let you know Straight Drop had money. He still had $7,000. Then them lawyers was every bit of 50, if not more. Man, them boys just
season Migo on the radar too. I wouldn't be surprised. This would be a good time to ask Quit. What part Migo play in this?
Look, might as well. He telling everything else. Why not ask him? He telling everything else.
He said they both testify. I think Straight Drop. Straight Drop still care about what people think about him. I don't think Cornelius cared.
How can he? We done got on the stand and testified in front of the whole world. he been over what people thought about him.
But Straight Drop did do some talking. Straight Drop still did some talking.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't go on that stand though. You got to be bold to go up on the stand from. You got to be a different type of person to go up on the stand and testify on somebody, Miss T. That take a lot for real. You got to be a different type of person. But one thing, I ain't even finna lie. I ain't going to jail for nobody murder. But I do know this. If I'm going to commit one, it's going to be by my damn self.
I think at some point when the master.
You said what now? Okay. If I ever had to slide, baby, I'm sliding by myself.
At some point, because Straight Drop talk, but he didn't want to go before. He didn't want to go before, a jury and talk because he want to keep it like he ain't said nothing or whatever.
What is it that you think? What is it that you think Straight Drop said?
He told him Quit and Jook.
What part did he
quit? But he just didn't want to go before a jury. So that's why he got up there and said he got his attorney. You see how his attorney was going there Quit? That's because of what Straight Drop had told him.
They were going to CEO Teazey too.
That's why he did it through his attorney. And notice his attorney, I don't know if his attorney said anything about Gotti. That's because Gotti taking care of his family right now.
Taking care of who family?
Straight drop. Well, you know they trying to continues to buy his silence. Allegedly, I say that.
I mean, well, I ain't gonna lie, they do on that much. But see, straight drop, I knew he wasn't gonna talk anyway because he got something to prove to the world. He want the world to feel like, you know what I mean? And then you just got, I mean, you gotta be, like I said, you gotta be a different type of person to get up there on that stand and testify. Like, and Cornelius was talking to them people like they were his best friend. I mean, he talked to them people like how we talking. He had done got comfortable with snitching. But see, what they messed up at, Cornelius, if that would have been my play and I had to run it, I would have got rid of him from the band. After the play was done, he would have had to go.
Well, they was gonna do that. He wasn't as much of a junkie as they thought. He had survival skills. He knew that because when they kept telling him they was getting ready to pay him their money and they was penny pinching him, he remember each and every time he would tell them to leave it somewhere or he sent his girl. He knew they was getting ready to pop him. He didn't trust them.
I mean, they had, but straight drop after they went up there and slid on Dolph. We wouldn't even, by the time that car was parked, first of all, they wouldn't even had the, when they found the car, it would have been burning with Cornelius already being, I would have been off, I would have got rid of him then. When the day of, it wouldn't even been no waiting around, no nothing. Cause I don't know you for real. You know what I'm saying? You were bought in by somebody I don't even know. So soon as that happened, I would have, he just would have stayed in that car. But first of all, everything about the play was just stupid. You know what I mean? Like, cause how y'all go park this car behind this yard? And this, I don't know. It was just stupid. But he would have been dead that day if it would have been left up to me. He would have been the first thing. He would have been my next priority. Like, that would have been it. Girl, I would have been flying. You already done slid on the big dog. I would have just went to sliding on everybody. I would have got rid of everybody. But the man who was going to pay me my money. Because I would have needed my money first. And then after he paid me my money, I would have went back and got rid of him too. I wouldn't have left no witnesses.
Kimberly says, Tam, the $400,000 that the police took from Teazey's house, was that drug money or do we still not know? I would think because it happened, it could have been drug money, but I don't think Teazey and them was pushing that much weight. I believe it was that hit money circulating because I believe it was that 1.5 million. They just decided to join they just decided they was gonna penny pinch Cornelius.
Which, if you pay attention to what what the lawyer was saying, Teazey to me was more involved than Govan, to be honest. Because Teazey was the one called and told Jook about straight drop first. That's how that lawyer tried to make it seem like Teazey was the one called and told Jook about straight drop. If you really pay attention to what that lawyer was saying, Teazey was more involved. I'm just being honest. Teazey was more involved than Govan was. That's why. If you pay attention to what that lawyer was saying, Teazey was more involved than Govan was.
Which lawyer? Manny,
yes. He was telling on everybody. Even CMG, he went holding them back. So he said, and that when he was up there talking to them jurors, he said that Teazey was the one that told Jook about straight drop first. He didn't say Govan introduced straight drop to Jook. He said Teazey did. I done went back and watched that trial about 3 or 4 times. No lie.
I think Teazey Teazey told Jook, yeah, he did. He said something to Jook about straight drop, but what the messages got was when Govan Govan ended up introducing straight dropping Jook. He called Jook or something like that, and then the call. What does because they had the messages, and then he ended up sending a straight drop over to the smoke shop to talk to Jook again. Or something like that.
It was too many. For one, it was just too many people involved in that one play. Like I said, if I would have had to think, if it would have been me, everybody that was involved, I would have just went to slide on everybody but the only person I wouldn't have slid on is the person that I was waiting for my money for. If I was straight draw, I just would have slid on everybody. Why not? Might as well get rid of all these witnesses. It was too many people involved. You knew somebody was gonna talk. Do you know what? To make a long story short, that's why I'm finna just put it like this. I'm a loner. I love being by myself. If it ain't about no money, I don't have friends like that. Because one thing I do know, self ain't gonna tell on self. I ain't gonna tell on myself. It always gonna be somebody else that's gonna tell on you. And that's just like when you get robbed, it always somebody that you know to rob you. A person don't know you can't rob you. Or somebody from the inside giving somebody on the outside the tip on you. So self ain't gonna tell on self.
Sure did. That, you know what, that is right. They said Jook and Teazey told everything and they put it all on Govan. Sure did.
Of course they would say that both of them dead. And then how though when they said nobody never even went to pick up Jook? But how?
Right. So you're right. So those prosecutors didn't do their homework. They allowed Manny to get away with saying Jook had never been questioned. Well, we all know that Jook was questioned by the state and by the feds. And so he was picked up by the feds several times. He was questioned by the state too. When him and Teazey was brought in, they gave statements and their statements corroborated and they put it all, they said that it was Govan. Him and Jook had decided that they were going to put it all on Govan.
It's a lot of lies done been told to, like, because it ain't making no sense to me. And the reason I really felt like they probably didn't go pick up Jook was because the feds wanted Jook at that point. You know, anytime that amount of money involved and you the one supposed to pay for it, because the feds he was fed material at that point. The state didn't want him at that point. It was the feds gonna pick him up anyway. So I felt like that's why they never went. The state never even bothered. They was too small for Jook. The feds wanted him, if anything, because of the amount of money that was involved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the feds want him. Like they would have wanted him, not the state. What the state can do with him? That money was too big for them. That was federal. That was federal money. It was too much money involved on that play.
Well,
that's why I felt like they never went to question him. That's why I was feeling like they was going with it, but they just didn't say it on the stand because I don't know if they're allowed to or not. But I was saying to myself, they never went to pick him up because the Fed probably was finna pick him up because of the amount of money that was involved.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the reasons too. You know, he was definitely brought in, but they knew that Jook and them were the ones that paid for that. I think Manny was able to use that to his advantage. Manny is probably some type of federal situation going on. We all know it, right? And he was able to play. You notice, like, when there's a federal case going on, you really can't say that, right? You don't really talk about it. And so you notice how passive the police, Dabney and them. Manny knows that. So you notice they didn't really say anything about that. You notice how they were with that. They didn't want to get into that because it's probably something going on.
Anybody done been to the feds or dealt with the feds, I'm quite sure they knew. I mean, it still don't mean the CMG not finna get a damn RICO.
Mm-hmm.
Because the feds watch you for years before they even touch you. And then Govan ain't making it no better because he all online telling everything.
With a RICO, all you have to do is prove that CMG is a criminal organization. Well, that would be easier to do. So, hey, we look at their they pay for lawyers. They pay for money, pay for a hit on Young Dolph. Each and every time Young Dolph was shot at, it came from affiliates of this organization. So, who's to say
That's why I feel like the feds are involved.
You said what now, Miss D?
That's why I feel like the feds are involved. At this point, I feel like they really are involved. That the feds was gonna pick Jook up.
But
you gotta have
prosecution. Those prosecutors didn't do their they didn't do their research, because how could you not know? I think they asked Dabney though. Did he ask them? Why didn't they go and arrest Jook?
Yeah, they asked him that.
They should have, but did they ask him? I don't think he asked him. Did they question him though?
He said no. They never questioned him. He said no, that they never questioned him. And that was when I was like, I don't know.
That's weird though, when they said Jook and Teazey gave statements.
At first, I thought off of Cornelia's statement that it was over with for Govan. I ain't gonna lie. But then as when the next day came, and I'm just like, I don't know now, because it ain't making no sense. When that man said no, they never went to question Jook, I was just like, this crazy. This ain't making no sense. This man got a chance of beating this. But if you notice, they sat there and put everything on Jook. Quit put everything on Jook. They put everything on the deceased.
So what do you think he's doing now? Do you think he's putting everything on Jook or on Gotti?
He online telling on Gotti. He online telling on Gotti. That's why he need to stay offline, because he talking too much. Like I said, 90 days. And if it's not 90, I give him 120. That's 6 months. And that's pushing it. I don't gonna talk too much at the end of the day. All of them. I can't stand no gospeling ass man. I can't stand. That's something I cannot stand, is no man. I like me a player man, a man that sit back and don't do all that talking. I can't stand no man that talk too much.
Me neither.
I can't stand that.
When they gossip, you better watch them.
Yeah. They don't care. They'll tell on anybody. I can't stand no man to talk too much. That irks my nerve. It do something to my soul.
Next? What you think is next? What you think gonna happen next?
I don't know. I mean, if the feds were watching Jook ain't the big man in CMG Gotti is, so they still on their behinds. I mean, so, but really though.
And then remember, Quet's attorney said Jook didn't have that type of money to pay for no hit.
He was letting it be known where the money came from. Just like Quet done sat online and let it not be known on Val. What that man name? Valid TV, whatever his name, whatever. Vlad, he done let him know where the money came from on now too.
He says they gotta have some hard evidence. They gonna tie the money to the hit without Govan. They need evidence. Well, Govan letting me know that it came from CMG.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say at this point because they really don't. If you really want to go by evidence, they really don't. It depends on how they've been distributing the money. Because if anything, which Gotti got, he ain't no dumb. I ain't gonna tell no lie like the man dumb because he's not dumb at all. So he probably ain't let it ain't no wire transfers that done happen like from bank account to bank account. If he distributing money, he ain't distributing it like that. Not from his bank accounts to these people. So it's gonna be hard to tie him to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard to tie him to it.
I think
if Jook was still living, yeah, they most definitely, the Fed most definitely would have got him. They most definitely would have picked him up, I feel like. But now that he dead, I don't know, maybe that's why he dead.
I was gonna say, what in your mind, what you think happened to Jook?
Girl, look, don't nobody want to know what I think happened to him.
No,
I mean,
go ahead. What you think?
I mean, if I'm gonna be real, if Gotti didn't get him gone, did, period. I mean, and that's just that. Like straight up, it's one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not finna sit up. I ain't finna sit up here and be doing all that either with Pre because I fuck with them. So I ain't finna be trying to implicate them in that neither. But they weren't sloppy with it if they did. That's why they ain't found who killed them yet. I mean, because sometimes you got to get rid of certain people to save yourself, man. It happens all the time. You got to get rid of certain people to save yourself.
Gotti look like he's stressed out. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like that's why he broke up with Angela Simmons too, because he didn't want her involved in all this mess.
I'm so sick of this stuff. He's just not going to get the cars that Dolph already had. He took that man from his life because he wanted his life. Look.
Mm-hmm. It's sad. Like all of this was about money, about greed.
Everything new. Everything custom built. You know what I'm saying? Everything new. One life about the world. You know what I'm saying?
Gotti look like a sociopath. He really do. He look like a sociopath.
But I do know sometimes you gotta do what's hard. Sometimes you do gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of people play checkers and real bosses play chess. So I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself too.
Lord Armando says, nah, it's more options. Quit mentioned Zebo and Marcus. They could have been the ones to kill Jook. And the reason Gotti beefed up his security. Who is Marcus?
Yeah. For all I know. Oh, and I forgot. I feel like shit. To be honest, Quet could have had him off too. I mean, because just being real, allegedly, I feel like Quet too also could have been. He could have played a part in it too because he knew it was coming up to that trial, and it just could have. It could have been a lot of things, but I really feel like if it wasn't the brother, which I mean, you know, people say, nah, he ain't got that kind of heart, but like I said, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself. So if I really had to look at it from each angle, it either was the brother or Quet. Shit. Because if you really pay attention to the trial, they called Jook name the whole trial. How can he defend himself if he dead? How? I know one thing. All this was stupid. It was about jealousy, greed, and a whole bunch of nothing. And a whole lot of nobodies was involved in on this. It's sad.
Yeah, Gotti was wrong. Gotti know he wrong.
It's sad.
He's gonna pay for it. Gotti and his brother are two of the same. They came to an agreement. His brother is the one that's in the streets, that's got the connection in the streets. They came to an agreement, and he told his brother to make it happen, and that's why he was paying for them lawyers and stuff. So I don't think nothing. He looked like he's stressed out, like he ain't getting no sleep. Nothing is gonna ever work out for him. Nothing is gonna ever line up. People can make stuff look like anything. They could look like they're happy, but look at how his company and his name being drugged through the mud and has a stain on it for being affiliated with the unaliving of young Dolph. You know what I mean? I don't care how people put that camera on for 2-3 seconds or 1 or 2 minutes, because he don't be on no longer than 1 or 2 minutes. You don't know what his life like for the other 23 and a half hours. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And look at Quit. Life ain't quit up too. He looked like he dying slowly.
I tell you.
Look dead. Ooh. Girl, I was just like, wow. When I seen him, I was like, is that quick? I'm telling you, like, life have his way of life be lifing. And when you ain't doing right by people, life going to life for you. And you're going to be able to look at people and tell that life is lifing for them. And life is lifing for Quick. I don't care how many interviews he do. Life is lifing for him.
Well, you could tell even on them interviews though that he looks stressed.
Because he all on these interviews. He already know this ain't no. These people ain't playing. These people slime for real. He know his days are numbered. Allegedly. He ain't gonna be here long. He might well go and make the money while he can. Like he told that boy for insurance policy, better have one on himself. And it was just the nerve. Your dog is tickling me, girl.
I believe she be having seizures. She's getting old. I'm gonna take her to the doctor because she started getting to the point where she can't breathe.
I heard her. Like I thought she was just not choking on something or something.
I think she's getting to a point where she can't breathe or something like that. Girl, these dogs, I wish I could put them in some insurance because they bills, them dog, they be high, them doctor bills. You don't pay no less than $350. Well, we had to do this and we had to do that and we had to do that. How much is it? $350, $375.
Ooh, girl, that's why I ain't got one. I don't have one. I do not have one. See, I love little dogs though, but I don't want them. Neither my kids enough. Ooh.
I think she's having seizures.
Well, don't let her sit online and die.
No, I got her.
You got her?
Yeah, I got her.
She scared me.
If she do it again, I might have to take her to the hospital. And they make you sit at the emergency room. They make you sit in the emergency room just like you in a real emergency.
No, girl, you gotta go sit in the. Oh, hell no! You for real?
Yeah, I be having to sit in it when they get sick. I have to sit at the emergency room with them, and then
no. How long you have to sit in there, Miss T?
Shoot, sometimes all night. Shoot, I remember one time my daughter, her dog had parvo, whole mutt, and I went out of town. I had her to keep one of my puppies, and one of my dogs, you can have it on your clothes.
Mm.
You know, they was like, well, we needed to stay here. And I said, well, how much would it be? Well, we needed to stay here for like the medium to stay here for like 3 days. It like $7,000. I said, no,
Girl, what? Oh, not
for one night.
girl.
I think for one night it was like 1,500. So I let him stay for one night. I said, shoot, I went online. I went on YouTube to see what do they do when the dogs are in the hospital with parvo. And they don't die from the parvo, they die from throwing up the food and all of that. So I went to the Hollywood feed and got everything that I saw, ordered some stuff from Amazon for his immune system, and child, he lived. I was just feeding him water in a big syringe and food, and forcing it to him in a big syringe so that he could, until he started to get his strength back, while they had given him the medicine and all of that. So he lived, because a lot of dogs don't survive parvo. I was like, Lord have mercy. My auntie gonna say, girl, that dog would have been dead before I paid $1,500 for a damn dog bill. I said, I could just let him die.
Miss T, girl. Ooh.
I tell you.
But they be like y'all kids.
Yes, they do. They just like my little babies.
Yeah.
I wish I had sold them, but I got so attached to them. I remember when she had them, because Yorkies go for a lot. I sold one of them at 6 weeks and I wasn't hurt. The other one I sold when he was 3 months, and I cried for days. I even sold it to one of the guys that work at I used to work at the sheriff's department with. And so I was like, I'll give you your money back. Just bring me my puppy back. He's like, please don't do this. My wife has fallen in love with him. I said, how the hell your wife in love with that puppy? She ain't had him but a day or two. I want my puppy back.
Woo, girl.
I just couldn't bring myself to sell the rest of them, but they get on my nerves so bad. They so active, but I love them though.
Yeah, one of them be barking like crazy.
They be playing and stuff. They says you ain't lying. My mama dog got sick, $1,200. I'm telling you, it costs. Would have sold it to the nearest Chinese shop. No, As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Miss T, have you seen that video where that Chinese man got caught with all them dogs, girl? It was like 10 dogs, 10 dead dogs.
Oh,
and he told him, girl, I said I'll never eat Chinese, and I love Chinese food, but that right there made me never. It was on TikTok. The man got caught with them dead dogs.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm. It was 10 dead dogs. He had them all in a trash bag.
The Black Barber says, and the sad part is you still have these naive artists still willing to deal with him until he turns their pockets inside out and steals let in the lint. Yeah, because they Gotti out here have his artists tied up in some real horrible deals, like some real bad deals. He just bought Glorilla a really big SUV. But it was saying to me, Glorilla should be buying her own SUVs. You see what I mean? And I'm sure he's got a way of doing it. They put out a lot of money in promotions to promote her and make her seem like a big star. And which she is talented, but I bet she's not getting the money that she should be getting because of those bad, deals and stuff.
But some of his artists have their own label. Like you got Moneybagg Yo with Bread Gang. You got what his name, Black Youngster with Heavy Camp. So I ain't gonna say he all the way bad, cause some of them do come up off of him. We can't be biased in the situation either. We gotta look at it from every end now. Come on, y'all. His artists do be eating. We can't tell that lie. Because Moneybagg Yo seem like he eating pretty good. I don't know what Youngster doing no more, because Youngster made a lot of his music dissing Young Dolph anyway. But since Young Dolph been, deceased, Youngster just been gone from the scene.
Young, he was, you know, when they killed young Dolph, it hurt his career.
Yeah, because he used to make a lot of his music dissing him.
So he participated in some. He cut off his nose to spite his face because he participated in it. That's gonna come out at some point too. She said, "What the hell I do? I'm biased." Miss Muffin says, "Wonder what he gonna do when Glow runs dry." No, she's still young and she's enjoying the fame and stuff. She don't really understand yet, but she will at some point. I hope she understands one day soon. Okay.
But y'all can talk about a lot of things now. But I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all not gonna do is sit in this chair and talk about Glorilla. Cause I like Glorilla for real. Like I like Glorilla. Like Glorilla be going in. She got nothing to do with that man. Don't go. Come on.
We ain't talking about it. We just saying we hope she opens her eyes because I like Glow a lot. Okay, this is Tamara. Who is this? Cypress? What's up? Oh, nothing much. We just up here talking. I can't hear you low.
You can hear me?
You kind of low. Speak up a little bit more.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you want to call in because you saw me post that Gotti stuff up there? Oh, I thought you was calling in to talk shit about because I put that Gotti video up.
What Gotti video? Talking about the one he gave the car?
No, the one where he was talking about he bought him a Lamborghini like what Dolph had back in 2017.
Oh, he did about a month ago.
Well, you know, it's just circulating around on YouTube. On Facebook.
No, y'all stay ahead, man. Y'all stay ahead, man.
You said who hiding?
I said no, y'all stay ahead, man. Y'all stay not ahead.
What he doing? How come he don't do interviews and stuff no more?
I don't know. I guess the price ain't right.
I hear you, Cypress. I hear you.
I thought that was Cypress.
Y'all just chilling, man. He ain't had it get out the way.
Why you think he out the way?
Really keep it real. That's the best thing going for him. The music ain't hitting no shit, right?
So let me ask you something. What you think about the interview? What you think about when you listen to the interview Quet did? What you think?
You need to stop, please. Somebody fucked up. That's what I think.
Somebody like who?
He gonna get some nigga doors knocked on the fed when he go doing this shit. Cause I didn't think about it until I went back and go look at the video and I was watching certain blogger and he pointed something out and I went back and I'm like, oh man, why would he be on camera doing that? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, what he doing? Telling on CMG, he telling the truth on CMG.
No, he ain't shit, man. You have to be letting that man just do all that.
Well, what he doing is he ain't telling on himself. He telling on CMG.
He gonna get somebody shit knocked in, man.
I'll tell you.
I don't like that.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be more to come because he get ready to go do an interview with Adam, ain't he? Adam 22.
Oh my God. He bound because his FBI is to come. Man, look. He been out there on the job. Damn it, interview, man. You just walk on the made it. Shut up, man. I'll be underground some goddamn where I wouldn't be saying nothing.
Talk to me.
Miss D said he talked. Miss D said he talked too much.
Yeah, he do, man. I don't know why niggas be feeling like it's comfortable though. Like you just be one of the biggest cases of your life. Well, you can beat it, you won't, but same time, bro, go sit down, bro. Nobody need to hear from you. Go sit down. Don't go write no man's scalp away, bro. Cause you gonna make somebody like hell talking.
Mm-hmm.
Vlad don't slip him up. I guarantee y'all Adam 22 gonna get him tripped up.
Yeah, and you know Adam messy too.
And he gonna go straight to it. Adam 22 that Vlad don't get shit. Adam got something back here. I don't know why I wouldn't be advising my client to be doing all these goddamn interviews.
Interview that boy.
Well, he's sitting on. He want to be on these big platforms too. That's why he letting them do it. He's wanting to be up there. He's benefiting. He might be helping him do the negotiations and everything, but it's on these big platforms. He is Let's see. Is this Instagram? Somebody sent me something to share. Hold on.
I'm so real. I pray for my enemies. I'm everything you want to be. So that's why you envy me. I'm shaking my head. It's Dolph. Yeah.
He made this in 2017 after they did that 100 shots when he what was the name of that album? Bulletproof. How do I make it big?
Overnight developments on a
y'all know, I don't know nothing about
shots.
I don't know nothing about Instagram. How y'all make it
Charlotte.
big?
Man, young dog just got the performance. Get somebody laying on him, man.
But I'm bulletproof. So fuck him. That's how I feel. I'm so real. I pray for my enemies. I'm everything you want to be.
That's what they was mad at 100 shots.
I'm shaking my head. It's Dolph.
I tell you. Shout out to Young Dolph. Long live Young Dolph, the paper route boss. They was jealous. They was so jealous of that boy. It was ridiculous. They were so jealous of that boy that it was ridiculous. And they gonna pay for what they did. Yo Gotti with his retarded looking ass. He could never.
What you said, man, T?
And Lord forgive me for saying that. I'll say with his, as my grandma used to say, because I don't want to say nothing. I'm not speaking against people that are retarded, but I'll say, as my grandma used to say, with his illiform looking. You know how the old folks used to say illiform. He was wrong for that. He was wrong for that. He was wrong for calling. He was wrong for calling the hit on that boy, and he's gonna reap what he sowed. He's gonna pay for that.
I mean,
he already paying for it. Quit telling on him every time he breathes.
Every trip.
I think the hit on Dolph was a business deal. I think they were higher than Gotti, but I think Gotti lined up to take the fall for it.
You think Gotti in line to take the fall for it?
Yeah, Gotti. mean, he might not do. Who to say he might not do no time for it. At least might help it out, but.
Look at his shoes. Look at them shoes. He said 100 shots. Look at the shoes, y'all. I like them shoes.
Yeah, they nice. He was just chocolate, and I just love a chocolate man. Jesus. Whew. I don't know why they did that to my boy.
They was jealous of him.
I mean, it was that girl with his chocolate.
They shot at him 100 times. He walking on top of the bullets, stepping up out of his SUV in whatever suit he got on, Versace or whatever, or he like Dolce and Gabbana, stepping on top of the bullets. They couldn't take it.
I think that was a business deal, man. I think if he would have said no to the $22 million and not did it publicly.
Shots.
100 shots fired in uptown Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
Man, young dog check out the performance. Get somebody laying on him, man.
But I'm bulletproof. So fuck him. That's how I feel. I'm so real. I pray for my enemies. I'm everything you want to be. So that's why you envy me. Shaking my head.
It's almost like he's speaking from the grave, ain't it, Miss D?
Yeah, it is.
Whitehead High School. I'm a little homie dog. You know, man, in the building right now. Finna do this Whitehead homecoming. Yeah, have some fun time, man, you know. I went to hell with my wild ENT, baby.
No. Okay.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on tour? On tour? Nigga, I'm getting out the shower. It's like I'm thinking one of my partners could run late for the show. Yeah. I open the door. She, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm like, girl, the door. She's like, oh, I just came to bring you some. Like, she came and bought me some shit. Like, like you don't even know. Like, what the fuck are you bringing me there for? It's like y'all don't do this at this hotel. Right, y'all don't do this. Yeah. Like, she came and bought. What the fuck she bring me, dog? Like. Some snacks, bro. It was some. I can't think exactly what the fuck it was. Like she just bought me some shit to eat, some shit to drink. Yeah. Just bought me shit to being hella extra friendly and shit. Like, what you finna do? Like, you want to talk? I'm like,
Okay, Hamilton High School, 25,000 in 2020. That's the motto. That's the school that he graduated from. This is him when he was in this is him when he was in high school right here. He looked just like his mama right there. When he was in that's him at Hamilton High School.
I got a question.
Yeah. His label, his artist.
Why do these artists feel like it's almost like they paying, almost like they paying people who love them.
Look at little Trey. Yo, Gotti, that heartless. He took a man, that jealousy just wouldn't let him be. But yeah, he's sitting up with kids and want to live out.
Cypress sound like he once was a pimp.
your riches from rags.
That's a smooth talking man right there.
Who that?
You
Every
is?
hustle across the world, that's who I do it for.
You think I'm a smooth talker man?
Yeah, you talk like you was a pimp at some point in your life. I don't know. He took me.
Appreciate it, love. Appreciate it.
And then the nerve of Govan to sit up and do interview. This man kids gotta watch this stuff when they get older. You know what I mean? And then not even that, this man family gotta watch this stuff. Like he wrong on every level.
I didn't
Like he doing too much. Sit his bitch ass down somewhere. Excuse me, chat, but I meant what I said though. Sit down. It ain't enough money in the world. After ain't nowhere in the world I'll be on nobody interview panel after I done beat that murder like that. Like like come on. Goofy? Oh, goofy ass nigga.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's goofy.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
Cypress is something. You got an echo.
Who echoing?
I think Cypress echoed. You got some echo in your background?
Nah, I ain't got
Hold on, let me see what I take this down. Now I'm echoing. Hold on, let me see.
That means you probably should have been playing some CMG tonight.
No, the echo coming from Miss D. When I put her on mute, it stopped. Miss D, do you got another thing open in your background, like you got your headsets or something on?
Am I echoing now?
No, you're not.
I shouldn't be echoing, Miss T.
Miss D.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is an echo.
And I ain't even got nothing playing.
You know, you got your earsets on?
That's Cypress. Y'all gonna stop. Y'all always say I'm the one echoing, and I'll never be the one. It's Cypress back there with that phone call.
I'm gonna hang up and we're gonna see if Miss D still echo. All right. Miss D.
I'm not echoing.
Yeah, it's an echo.
I don't know. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay. Could y'all hear that echo? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock. I think Alabama Hill to get ready to come on. So tell me you have the echo. I got the echo. Am I still echoing? Y'all make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share. I'm gonna be on 10 more minutes. If you all want to call in these last 10 minutes, y'all can. Because I need to heat up I smoked a roast yesterday and I it's in there. I want to heat it up and eat me some roast and potatoes. It's late, so I ain't gonna eat but a little bit because I don't want to lay down on no beef. It's not good to eat beef late. Maybe I should just eat me some cereal or something. It is too late to be eating some beef. Miss D.
Am I still echoing?
No, you're not echoing now.
Okay, I was moving around.
That's probably what it was. Sometimes when you get to a dead spot or something like that, it'll cause an echo. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Please hit the like button for me. Y'all can call in 901-667-0119. Well,
Yeah, I hate this happening to Dolph. I really do.
I do too.
I really do.
All that man was doing just making his money. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they would shoot him, instead of instead of going, I would have filed some charges on him. But I guess you can't do that in the street. What he did was he just went and make money off of it. That made him madder. I think they would have rather him either shot back at him and killed him, or go and put a report on him so that they could and so that they can go to jail rather than him make money. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, doing wonderful. Yeah, the whole situation, man, that joint just crazy, but I feel like the fear is coming up. I'm good.
Yeah, I kind of believe that too.
But then it's like, but if he working, if he a confidential informant, then he might be good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be, working, so he gonna always be straight, bro. Like I said, Gotti, man, I feel like Gotti at the end of the day, Gotti could be working with him. He might be telling Gotti, like, look, you gonna pay me or you gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? You gonna pay me or I'm gonna talk. Straight up. So Govan, like, man, you gonna pay me some money or I'm gonna talk. So, like, he might get Gotti wrapped around his finger, like, the Gotti ain't trying to do no life sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't good for that shit. Like I said, that's just my theory. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Where you calling from? What area code is this?
I'm from Richmond.
Virginia. Shout out to Virginia.
Yes, ma'am.
And I should have known, because you kind of got an accent like around that. What's that? What is it called?
Don't say Baltimore. I ain't got no Baltimore accent to it.
It ain't DFW. It's, what do you all call it? DMV?
Yeah, they call it the DMV, but we don't claim that. We just Virginia.
Your VA, baby.
Oh, so y'all don't claim Maryland and
Nah, I'm a different type. We different type of breed. We ain't part of the DMV. We got our own you know what I'm saying? We got our own situation.
Okay. So what's the weather looking like up there?
And it was a little nice, you know what I'm saying? It was getting a little chilly. The fall ready to drop.
Mm-hmm.
The fall ready to be up.
Well, it was kind of chilly today, like 68. It's 71 right now, but it seemed like the fall coming in pretty early. It was 68, and it's been blazing.
That's how it is out here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Govan, what's his name? Govan Hernandez, whatever, man. Dude, I don't see how he didn't beat. See how the hell he beat the case, man. Like, he gotta be working. Dude gotta be working.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit tied to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the dude, what his name, Cornelius, he ain't getting nothing out of the situation. He still got to do a life sentence regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like they offered him a goddamn deal or something.
Right. It would have. That's why I don't know why they didn't look at that. They have not offered him a deal.
But this what I'm saying. This how that shit work though. Like 9 times out of 10, since that's a state case, the feds gonna pick that up. The feds gonna step in.
That's what I was telling you.
Mm-hmm. That's more than likely what it is.
We keep doing what you're doing though.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. And how long have you been subscribed to the channel?
I've been watching you for a minute. Like, I ain't gonna lie, for a minute. I don't know. For a minute, dude.
I appreciate it. You kind of sound like you from up out of New Orleans.
Yeah, damn. First you said New Orleans, then you said I'm gumbo. Just put me in the pot. I'm gumbo, man.
All right, darling. Thank you for calling in. All right, bye-bye. The person that was ringing in, you can call back in. You got a few more minutes. You can call back in.
I'm from down south, baby.
Look, they said they constantly sending me videos to play a young Dolph. I tell you. Hey, somebody calling right now. Oh, they calling right now. Hey, this is Tamra.
Hello?
Turn that. What you got going on in the background down? It's echoing.
Hold on, bro.
Okay.
What's happening, Tamara?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm alright. I just want to say, who was that big fine thing over there with you?
That's Miss D.
Okay, Miss D. Shit, you need to show up more often, Miss D. I like that. You hear me? So, hey, look, though. I think the police killed Jook, man.
You think so?
No bullshit.
Why you think they killed him?
Because how the fuck they ain't got no surveillance in this car leaving or nothing, and it's a unmarked police car. Think about it.
It was a truck. It wasn't an unmarked police car. It was a SUV.
Yeah, it was the same kind of truck that police drive without the words on it. Like
So, but why would you think that they would want to kill him though?
To keep him to shut the fuck up. Because he already said his statement said he wasn't doing no more time for Gotti.
Oh, so you think they killed him for Gotti?
I don't know. I know somebody did it and they got away with it. Don't nobody got no suspects or nothing. What's going on?
I don't know. Because you know what? I get to thinking about the only thing I know. Hey, the only thing I know is, the rumor was that, because now remember, it was a guy that was out there with him that got shot. And remember, he was in critical. He survived. So he saw everything that happened.
Okay.
They had cameras and stuff out there. That place is closed down too. That place is not there no more. It's shut down.
Mm-hmm. The dog ain't saying nothing about what happened.
It wasn't to me, it just wasn't a sloppy hit,
Shut the fuck up when you next.
Security everywhere. I mean, all on top of the.
How the fuck they get away from that? How? That's what I'm saying. Like, how you get away from that? You done roll from the place y'all did this shit at, and that shit was a main street. Like, you telling me they don't got no cameras in y'all lights? I thought Memphis was supposed to be the first smart city.
It's cameras in all of them, all the lights. I don't even know. And I know
somebody doing something to hide that shit, because they ain't gonna tell me that they don't know where that car went after it came from that place. The fuck out of here, man. Them motherfuckers is all that shit is crooked, man. Think about it, man. Govan, you in Memphis, you telling on some motherfuckers in Memphis, and you walking around this motherfucker, and ain't nobody fucking with you. You the police. Y'all better listen to King of Money.
Mm.
That nigga the police, man.
Where you calling from? What's this area code?
I'm from 313. That's Detroit, baby.
Shout out to Detroit.
I'm from Richmond, Virginia, too, though.
Oh, for real? How long you been in Detroit?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Richmond, Virginia. I moved to Detroit in '96.
Oh, well, you've been there a long time. You ain't going back.
No.
You ain't going back. Them Virginia days over, huh?
Shit, Memphis like Richmond, Virginia, for real.
Oh, for real?
Them motherfuckers the same thing. Yeah, they do the same. Them young motherfuckers out there is crazy, for sure.
Oh, wow. You still got folks down there in Virginia?
For everybody who listening, don't think you going to Richmond, Virginia, and you gonna see pigs and cows and shit. No. That shit gutter, gangster is all of the above. I'm gonna just be 100 with you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah, but I just wanted to say that and tell Big Fry in there with you. I'm watching, baby.
She hear you.
I'm gone, Sammy. I'll holler at you.
All right, honey. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Bye-bye.
It tickled me.
He said he done been down there in Detroit since 96. Shoot. Let's see, he been almost in Detroit almost 30 years. He might have been there 30 years, 29 years.
Yeah,
Make sure
Nick.
you hit the like button. Anybody else gonna call in? Because I don't know. Because once I get off the phone, I'm gonna turn the phone off. People want to call when I get off. They be seeing I'm off. I don't answer the phone when I get off. I be spooked. Says no reward, nothing. He said no
Why
reward.
you don't answer?
Huh?
Why you don't answer?
Because the show over. They see this number, but they see the show over. They have all their time to call in. Wait a minute. 901 Orange Mountain Native says, caller, you are correct. Winchester got cameras everywhere. No way. Think somebody from Nashville. No way they don't know. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hey, Tamara, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just calling in to check in with you. Just listening to the show. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm calling to shoot my shot at Miss D though. That's my I ain't gonna be loud. I'm calling to shoot my shot at her. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm right there 24. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shoot my mind, baby.
I hear you.
Hey, we go to a tight game, live it on lip. You know what I mean? Hey, but good subject that you got going on. You know, I still take my stance. I think it's a lot of parties that played a part in that game. Govan, like he got off. You know, his lawyer caught the loopholes in it, and he brought up the reasonable doubt. You know.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a lot to it. I think it's a lot to it. Definitely going to be an ongoing investigation, but I think with Govan getting off, and you know, it kind of poke holes in an ongoing investigation. But one thing about the feds, because I know about them, because I dealt with them myself, that when they come correct.
Mm-hmm.
They come correct. So,
and it's easier to get a RICO. All you have to do is prove that there is a criminal organization.
Right. And it don't take much.
It don't take much at all. It don't. It's easier to get a RICO.
One thing I'm gonna tell you though, I heard you say something about it, and I heard a couple of callers say something about it, but man, they know who not just. They know.
You think so?
They know.
What you think they waiting on?
That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. The feds will let bodies drop. The feds will let bodies hit the floor to prove their case. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's sad, but it's the truth. They'll let bodies hit the floor just to prove their case.
Yeah, he right, because that's pretty much what's going on with the dirt right now.
I'm telling you, like that's. I'm not gonna say too much, but yeah, I've been involved in the RICO. I served time. You know what I mean? Like, so I did 8, and I know. So I know they would let things happen just to prove their case, and you might not have nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but still, like if you're associated with an organization, a group of people that's involved with an organization or anything, like you're tied into it. They know who not good. They know.
Fabo, who Fabo talking about? He's seen that court.
You said what?
Fabo goes out. I seen you at court. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Govan?
That I seen in court? No, I didn't see no.
No. Fabo Gold came. Somebody, it might be a fake page, came here and said, "I seen you at court."
Oh, okay. No. It wasn't me. Not me. No, I haven't seen. I want to see Miss D though. Trying to see, like, man, come on, man. Hey, the game starting up. I ain't game starting up. Look, I'm legit. Got my own truck and business. I see them dimples out. Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. And I be in the city too. I be in Memphis too. I be going to the games. I like Beale Street. Like
I'm from down south. I stay down south.
Man, I'm from down south too. I'm from Nashville. I'm right down the street. So we can make it happen.
Yeah.
We can make it happen. But at the end of the night, man, I hope you ladies enjoy your night. Tamara, keep doing what you're doing. Support her. Love what you're doing. Every time I see you, I click, like, everything. So
I appreciate that a lot.
Have a great night. Miss D, I'm checking for you. Don't hide now. Don't hide. I want to see them dimples now. Don't hide. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get at you though. Definitely get at you. So next, I'll be checking for the next subject. So I'll be listening to you. I hope y'all all have a good night.
All right, hon. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Who is Fabo Gold said? Who did Fabo say he seen at court? He said, I seen you at court.
Let me get in these comments and see what's going on.
He said, bro, I just seen her at courtroom, Dolph case in.
You seen me?
Who you talking about, Fabo?
Y'all so messy in the chat, man.
He didn't see me. I wasn't in that courtroom. Fabo, you didn't see me in that courtroom because I wasn't up in there. He said, you act like I'm Govan. Y'all act like I'm Govan. Fabo, I haven't been in that courtroom. What are you talking about? I wasn't in that courtroom.
There go the trolls, huh?
I'm trying to see if this is the real Fabo. Fabo, what floor was it on?
Y'all childish in them chats. Ooh. He'll troll, Miss T.
Yeah, I believe he'll troll.
Yeah, he'll troll.
He said, Fabo, you will get your ass. You will get your ass on. You must be speaking to yourself. You got beef with Pri. I will send you to the page you belong on. They said, why is Emerald's always mad on here? She ain't mad. The truth, what you talking about? What you do now? What y'all do now? The truth, they tells me that you Govan. Are you Govan? The truth? Are you Govan? Fabo, what floor was that on that you said you saw? That ain't on a Fabo talking about no bad Felicia. Fabo, what floor was it on? I don't know why they be messing with Emeralds. They need to leave. They're gonna leave her alone though. Y'all leave Emeralds alone. The truth, are you Govan? They tells me that you're Govan.
If he is, I got some shit I need to say to him. I got a lot of stuff I want to say to him because I ain't scared.
Let me see if somebody else is on. Hold on.
But I'm getting him ready. feel like he wouldn't get on here on the fake page since y'all over the internet doing interviews anyway.
You know yet. Anyways, you guys, he says, but what I have done to you, Emeralds. He says, say it.
Miss T, you an hour behind me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You
what
9.
time? We on Central Time. What time y'all on?
It's, I don't know. Shit, I just know it's 10:31.
Oh, it's 9:31 here.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten and I'm tired. Anyways, y'all, I enjoyed you all tonight. I was waiting on Fabo talking about he saw me in the courtroom that young Dolph was in. He didn't see me. Now I was in a now I want to ask him what floor that he was on. Because he ain't seen me in that courtroom. He must have been up in there. Who was he up in there supporting Govan? But I think that's a fake Fabo page though. Because you have people coming here every now and again that be trolling and using Fabo's page. So anyways, you guys. Yeah, how long was Fabo timed out for? How long y'all time him out for? They said the truth. You and your brother mentioning me. I don't even know you or want to know you. Hey, Big Stacks.
You know what? I'm starting to believe that Stanley Govan is really not Govan brother either. I think he's I don't know. I just think he might be some kin to him, but I don't think that's his brother.
He might be his cousin.
Yeah, but I don't think that's his brother for real.
Oh, well, he ain't get ready to respond no more. He ain't get ready to respond no more.
Who?
She said I could look at his page and tell if they have so much trickery going on. Hold on. I think if he timed out, it deletes his his comment. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see if this is it. Because by Felicia, that don't even. I hope Fabo don't talk like that as a man.
I don't know, because he did build a bitch ass.
It is him. It is him.
Bitch ass shit.
Y'all, it's him.
Well, Fabo who, Miss T?
That used to rap with Key Glock and them. You know, he got into it with Key Glock.
He got into it with him.
Yeah, you know, he used to be in a group with them and then they got into it. Y'all, that was definitely him. That was Fabo. I wonder who you said by Felicia to. Lord have mercy.
Bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Anyways, y'all, I appreciate you all getting on tonight. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Miss D, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah.
I enjoyed you all. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel. If I don't get on tomorrow, I'm gonna do a pre-recorded video and upload a video. Listen, it has been a pleasure. Until we go live again, I love you guys. Y'all be safe tonight. Sleep peacefully. I'll talk to you all later.